Goliath Ranger.
Ooh. Which one's your alt?
The Cobalt Druid. My backup is the Goliath Ranger.
So if all our characters have a alt, she's still got a magic type. I'll have my cleric for my ult, and I'm going to make a fighter. I don't have her fleshed out, but I have her stats, and I have a fighting.
No, all I want to do is just like listen to some Vincent Price stuff.
No.
What's your
The Druid Spore, and then Sorceress for my third one.
Well,
my Druid's gonna have to be
my alt is a cleric. So when I'm not playing her, I'm going to be playing that, and if she dies, it's going to be the fighter.
Okay. So the Goliath Ranger can't be compared. I don't think Rangers are healers.
Good berries. They do have access to some healing spells.
I think they can get cure wounds.
They can get, depending on your
Or
stat
healing
class.
words.
Well, keep in mind, a ranger's quick. They could run around and drop good berries in your mouth every time you go unconscious.
Assuming you go take
Turns
it
it into a game of whack-a-mole, but you know.
I have survived many a game this way.
Oh my god! Anybody watch the new Asgard series on
The gods something?
I don't
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
I haven't
man,
seen any of it yet.
by Schneider.
Is it on
Mhm.
Disney Plus?
Yeah.
I'll have to look.
It's about six.
On Netflix.
What's her
Netflix? I'll have
name?
to check that out.
It's a Netflix production. So
I'm one of those people who don't go on Netflix
I
unless
powered through all 8 in like 2 days. It was so good.
I didn't even. It was
The
a whole.
voices, the storytelling, the artwork was stunning. I
can't remember the main character's name though. Sigrid.
Sigrid.
Sigrid. Okay.
Sigrid, the daughter of giants.
Science.
Although she was a daughter of a giant who laid with a normal human.
Yeah.
That's why she was small.
And then she had her two brothers. Her
But you
full-blooded
know,
brothers.
it's fun to watch the traditional stories play out in a modern term because Thor is clearly an asshole.
Yeah.
And you have the MCU Thor.
But
That
then
is
there's.
not the Thor of lore
Did you like?
at all.
But the Thor of Lore also dressed in a dress
I
to
think-
seduce a giant.
Oh yeah, I mean, all the gods were hedonistic. All of them were.
All the gods in every pantheon were terrible.
Loki.
They were all
fit-
hedonistic. Absolutely.
I like the Loki fit the description of how he looks though. Just kind of.
So for my Cobalt Druid, I have to pick a pet that my Cobalt can ride. And I'm not sure what.
I'm
Merryweather?
just gonna call you Goth. Carolyn,
I am onomatopoeia, but you can call me Pia.
I'm gonna call you PPP. Yeah.
So.
No, that was a backup character.
Yeah, that's my
That's his
parallel.
backup.
That's my parallel.
Rachel, what was your character's name?
Merryweather?
I have the wrong onomatopoeia.
Sorry, everyone. I forgot to change their name tags. The Tuesday game tags were still up.
Oh, my goth is GHOTH. There's nobody in chat.
There were on multiple channels, so.
At least on Twitch, there's nobody.
Yeah, there's a couple viewers, but what are you finding on the ground and eating, kid? chocolate and peach pits. That's the first thing she picks up on when she checks the audio.
How do I not hear myself still?
Say something. You say something.
Okay, now I can hear myself.
Ride a steed. Very cute steed.
Well, say something in your microphone so I can see the feed lights.
Hello.
Fighters,
Nothing. Do it
fighters
again.
are
Do it
like
right.
Hello. Hello.
proficient in all weapons, I think.
Hello. Hello.
You just have a low voice.
Well, it might be this picking me up.
No, it's not the one.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, try that
Hello?
other one again.
The right one.
Try the one to your right, babe.
See, I can hear me way better in this one.
Try the one on the right again.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
That
Marco?
one's still having a problem. Yeah. I don't know. That mic may be bad. May not be the cable. Maybe the mic. Just use that one for now,
On,
and I'll have to swap out that other microphone
on your end,
tomorrow.
does it show 3 players only for the campaign?
No.
Because it's saying three players for my D&D Beyond.
Then somebody didn't add their character to the campaign.
Well, I added many characters.
How do I do that?
You have to go through the link
The one that he sent to the Discord.
Discord.
Yeah, but I did.
Yeah, I mean, it's been
Or
a
do I
couple
have
weeks.
to do it every time?
Every
No,
time.
Every
For every character, yes.
for every character, yeah.
Okay.
I believe
Okay.
you. Rock
Okay.
your body in.
Hey, welcome to Monday Night Adventures, everybody. We're back and we have all 4 players. We did our part 1, part 2, 0 session over the last 2 sessions. And to kind of give everyone a recap on this particular campaign, we are an anthology campaign. So this current starting group will be playing with characters that will eventually connect with the next group of characters that they play. And either an artifact or an item or a legacy will play into the narrative of their next group. So it's kind of like it's that Love, Death, Robots anthology where all these different stories are kind of playing out and interconnected through their background. But our homage, this is all going to be taking place in one of my favorite campaign settings called the Keep on the Borderlands. Very first one I played in the basic box set. But we're going to be playing it in Exandria on the continent of Marquet between 2 rival areas known as the Panagrip Sands and the Ashnador Mountains. And these 2 regions are perfect. It's a good setting, and we're going to introduce the setting tonight, and we'll get to know the characters and their unique companionship. A bugbear and his 3 fleas, I think, should be the name of the group.
Or you can call it the flea circus.
Yeah, you could call it the flea circus. That's true.
As much as I love shopping, we could call it the flea market.
Ooh, yeah.
Flea market.
We'll be shopping a lot.
So egregious. So egregious.
It's kind of hard to shop when you don't have money.
Who says I don't have money?
You're
I
gonna have
don't have
artwork
money.
for me pretty soon.
I do have the one that I started, and I have
And I
been
need
working.
the individual portraits
Yes.
so I can plunk them down over the name tags.
My house has been completely destroyed and rebuilt in the last week.
Not my problem.
No, it's not. I'm just letting you know that it's been
I
a
already
really
showed
hard
you.
week. So
Mhm.
I've been working on it
Go to
even
a
so.
coffee shop,
in there.
go to a library, and find yourself.
I've been still working on it.
Like, when I go over here,
Yeah.
I do it-
I'm making it better.
only shows 2.
I need you to make it done.
Mine would.
Sorry, I spent my 1 hour at lunch working on it, and the few minutes before I
Your
passed out everything.
18-hour workday is still not my problem.
I'm working on it.
Oh.
I don't have them. I don't have them in a picture,
Oh, so
but
all
I've
of
got
your
them
characters
painted.
are his.
Yeah,
So you're
she's
playing-
doing so good. Look at those; they're so
Okay, I didn't
pretty.
know that.
I've got them painted.
Never.
You mean these guys?
Mine are a little bit different. than
I
yours.
like yours better.
I was like, mine are a little bit
But
different.
yeah, I gathered up all my fey creatures for encounters. That's
See?
awesome. So who is that? You and Carolyn?
That's just it's just there so far. I
Oh,
need to
because the
go.
I'm
purple,
purple.
purple for
Mhm.
that's awesome. That's cool.
And then the red hair, green skin, and blue, and all different kinds of things.
Did you
So
show
cool.
her the picture?
So cool.
Yes.
I think I'll make the individuals, and then I'll go back to finishing this one.
Okay, I think that's a great management decision.
Okay. Because I'm never going to be satisfied with it being done.
I know you're not. I know you. I know your panache for your artwork.
Yours
I
would be
get
the
it.
chaotic one.
Yay, chaos!
What's that? What you do? What you do?
It's glued to my finger.
Oh well.
Hers
Okay.
would be the one that glues to my finger.
That figures. That completely figures. Any last minute questions about your characters, thoughts, backstories, ideas? Are we good?
I didn't make a backstory.
Huh?
Go boom.
Go boom.
Go boom.
Kaboom.
Yeah. Oh my God. She's
I'm from
gonna
the
be good.
Feywild.
What have I done? She's redlining.
You don't say.
She's searching for that brown note.
I warned you. I warned you. You didn't believe me. You didn't believe me.
It's at 22%, Vampira.
I'm
Cool.
pale for a reason.
And I'm tanned for a reason.
I will see if I can drop
I've
the
got red
percentage.
hair for a reason.
A little better?
Yes.
Okay. Wait till I get it to strobing at 100%. When you guys are doing the Fey disco.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and
Naked bugbear dancing with naked Fey creatures on ayahuasca.
They're just dancing around me in a ring.
So we're all throwing up then?
I'm just doing the Tuscan Raider with my tree trunk.
We mix our fantasies to a ridiculous level.
Crash, bang,
Crash, bang,
Boom, boom, boom.
slap. Oh, God. Oh my God.
Man, I'm only level 1. I know 2 spells.
I know. Isn't that sad? Apparently clerics get more though.
See, I feel like my character column always just tired personality's going to work very well
So where
with
do I go?
Merryweather.
Do I just stand
Yeah.
The world
It's a very dark place.
is
Excuse me.
the world is recovering from itself. During this period of time, the Stratos army and the wars that raged between the Romadum Desert, the Ashnador, and the Panagrip Sands ebbed back and forth, north and south, east and west, bringing famine, plague, pestilence, economic collapse, as far west as the Oderland Wilds and as far east as the edge of the Panagrip Sand coast itself. The world fought and bled for purposes unknown other than the outcome that it causes. The peace forced, Stratos' army defeated and disbanded, the Stratos falling into disfavor. A council out of Drusar agreed to put a lord in place between these territories, between these grand areas of the sand wastes of the Panagrip and the resource-rich region of the Ashnador. Small communities, medium-sized cities, rebuilding themselves. The one thing, though, of extreme wealth is a river, known as the Heblon River. It extends deep into the Panagrip, into a large lake, far north of the Smolder Crown Mountain. Not only does it extend deep into the inner valleys and near Lake Coron within the Ashnador itself, but this river is known to continue to crawl west and connect some of the vital riverways of the Oderland wastes. This river is the very blood of the economic condition of southern Marquet. And now that the Stratos have been defeated, this need of security and peace has been granted to a particular individual. He goes by the name of Sir Valin Castell. He is both the commander of the forces as well as the keeper of the castle. Here, he watches over from a high promontory over the area of where the three branches of the river meet together at the edge of both the borders of the Ashnador and the Panagrip Sands. this promontory, this cliff, hangs over the deep, rich waters of the Habilon. And from here, his patrols, his guards, and those that seek to curry his favor use their abilities and their wit to keep the river routes open and safe for the merchants that travel them. Either from the deep north of Ankarel, the far east of the Tanasir, and even as far west as the Odorans. Valen Castile has a problem. He has very little wealth. He knows that the lands are dangerous, filled with robbers and brigands that look to take advantage of the riverways. And already rumors abound. Worst rumor of all. Every now and then a merchant can be heard speaking over a pint of ale in a tavern. I swear to you, it had bright blue scales, a wingspan as big as a riverboat, its body gleaming with the hate of its dragon kind. Another tavern, two merchants sit over their ale. If they don't do something about these brigands soon, I know what you mean. Already 3 shipments have been stolen, and many of my guards wounded or killed. It's getting worse, I tell you. 2 guards out front of the castle known as the Bastion, this great promontory that leans over the river, down looking, watching as very large flat-bottom riverboats course up and down as the sun sets. They speak in soft tones. Already rumors of dragons, brigands, the chaff of war seen. And that painful realization to make this place safe requires an unusual tactic. While the West tries to recover from this great strife, money is difficult to come by. But 4 of you find yourselves traveling along the Habilon River, coming up and out of the Drywalk Plains, passing by the Hallowit, and looking for a place to cross the river so you can make your way in the direction of the Bastion. Goth, as you walk in the early morning sun, and 3 of these fey-like creatures begin to circle around, one sitting on your shoulder, the other 2 flitting about, what do you look like?
What do we look like?
What do you look like? What does Goth look like?
That's a good question.
Why does everyone who sits there leans back?
I don't.
Everybody.
It's the chair.
It's got to be because Bill does it too. Like the minute Bill gets in that chair, whenever he talks, he goes way back. Are you showing me your artwork?
No, I was showing him the description he gave me last time, just in case he forgot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I forgot it.
That's why he's like, "Oh, that's a
I
good
forgot what I
question." I'm
look
like,
like.
"Bring it up. Here you go."
You got me making all these backup characters
you're
and
good.
secondary characters.
I usually make my backup characters when they die, but this is the first time I've done it beforehand, so now I'm afraid that I'm going to want my character to die.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
And I don't want to do that, which is why I usually
That
don't do
Yeah,
that.
I'm excited to play Fairy, but I'm like, oh, but Goliath.
Yeah, it was pretty epic.
So-
It was an epic role.
So it's just this 8-foot massive humanoid goblinoid creature walking in the sunlight along the river. I have brown fur because bugbears have
Black,
fur.
it was black for brown skin.
Yeah, brown skin, black fur. I have green eyes, purple hair apparently.
That was
Oh,
her.
that's you.
I have-
You're not near there.
I was writing them. You guys kept on giving me more details, and it got squished together.
Yeah, how dare you? Yeah, so I'm an 8-foot bugbear walking through with my fae friends that I've made along my journey, and I'm just grunting.
The
'Cause
first
I-
one to kind of flit by you is Pia. She's excited. He knows that the note that you were.
Giving her sugar.
Yeah. She knows that the
Voice
previous
in the
night.
sky. I just want to say one thing. How dare you give the bombardic, chaotic, crazy little firebomb face sugar?
I shoot fireball into the not fireball, but firebolt into the river.
When it hits the river, a carp belly up. Pia, as you flit about, what do you look like?
True to her nature, she is very chaotic. She has the forest green skin of the Feywild that kind of glows, electric blue eyes that shows the madness in them, and the bright red hair to accentuate the explosion of her nature. Her wings are also green, much like her skin, and she wears a clothing that is mildly transparent, but not really transparent, and it looks kind of like fire that's flickering on her body.
I love it. Meriwether, as you watch the dead carp float to the surface of the water after Pia does the explosive strike into the water, what do you look like as you sit on Goth's shoulder watching these two other fake creatures flit about?
I have very long white hair, very pale skin, just all around slight tint of blue on my skin. I have a broken wing. One very nice, pristine looking one, and the other one is very torn. That's why I'm always sitting on his shoulder.
Or my head.
Or somewhere. Just
Or in his
anywhere to
pocket.
just kind of laze about. I'm
Add a
very
little
lethargic. Yeah.
Little baby Bjorn, little pocket baby Bjorn.
just
Now I'm imagining Bingo, like that baby.
the babe
Bjorn.
Bluey.
yeah, just a very lethargic character. Just kind of that lucky fish. It's dead. It doesn't have to be in this world anymore.
Foxglove, as you flit about, smelling the partially cooked fish kind of float, and then you watch as a sizable creature, even bigger than it, kind of takes the dead carp, and there's like a boil of water as it takes the remains of the carp.
Damn it, I wanted that.
What do you look like?
I am very purple. I have purple hair. I have purple clothes. I have purple wings.
This one probably jumped into a glitter bomb.
Tan skin.
Do you see
and
how much
green-
purple I had to put on this thing?
I
the
don't doubt it.
Purple, purple.
Here.
Very
Pass it over here. Pass it over here. Look at this.
Purple,
Look at this.
purple.
Yeah. It's basically a purple blur.
That's all it is. Hi, Jason. I'm going to be a purple fly in your face.
The insanity.
Yep.
As
Yeah, go
you
ahead and pass
continue to walk along the riverbank,
Chaos already. Yeah, lovely.
as you guys walk along the riverbank, you can't help but notice the many flat bottom riverboats that kind of some are going east, some are going west. You see the banners of the different guild houses and noble houses of both the Oderlands on Corral and the far east of the Ten Jazir. And you can now see the cliffs on the other side of the river, this huge bastion of cliffs, and riding maybe 400 or 500 feet up into the air, a single finger of rock arcing up over to watch down on the river.
It was my thought exactly too.
For a minute, I thought Ivar was back. And you can see the castle known as Bastion.
He's in spirit, right?
The great
Oh.
keep kind of up on the promontory overwatching down into the river. And there you can see it. The beginnings of the edge of the Ashenador. While the Ashenador is more of a rocky and limited forested terrain with a lot of harsh kind of like crags and broken landscape. Beyond that landscape, you see the beginning of the Panagriff Sands, this beginning of these large dunes that just kind of almost like liquefy into yellow and browns out into the horizon, knowing that somewhere out there are the kind of coastal oases that make up the true resource of the Panagriff Sands. but it's a walk. It takes a while. Before long, the foliage and the greenery changes even more.
It's a walk, all right. Well, these 3 other creatures are just flying.
All of you give me perception checks. If
Oh,
you would,
boy.
please.
Let's put these away. Get those dice.
Okay, so what?
I don't think this is the perceptive
D20.
character, but I do. Oh, no, this is not the perceptive character. Oh, but I rolled pretty well.
What'd you get?
18.
18?
I got a 15.
15?
Perception.
I actually got pretty good stats, and I put a 16 in that one. So wisdom.
I got a 15,
Okay.
and my passive perception is a 13.
I got a 12.
12.
You go to your go to the right, and then go to your skills, and then you'll see your perception is.
And he already rolled.
Oh, okay.
You got 15.
Oh.
He was
Well,
just
plus
telling me what his
15, that's
passive
On
was.
his dice.
That's on his dice plus
Oh, yeah, plus your bonus.
plus
yeah.
your bonus. Yeah.
So where would I go to find that? You said
The
on
giant
this-
skill stack, the one that's
So-
got the A through.
He's on his phone, so you have to scroll
Or
sideways.
or you can turn it.
Oh, he's got it.
It's a +3, so I rolled an 18.
18.
I don't know why, but you can do it if you turn it sideways. It's weirdness.
Or you can print out the character sheet and just look at it.
Or you can keep it on there and constantly update it without having to do paper.
I could probably
Take one of your 25 tablets out of retirement and use one of your tablets instead.
I need one.
You mean my dad's tablets?
There you
because
go.
he is a hoarder.
Grab 2.
As the 3 of you kind of get to a point in the river, it kind of connects with an edge of a tree line and like birthed up onto the edge of the embankment is a 30-foot long riverboat. You can see burnt marks on the side of it.
It wasn't me.
You can see arrows kind of sticking
you.
out of the woodwork of
We
the
know
boat.
it wasn't you that
You
told
can
us.
see broken crates lying around it that are spilled out. You can see the contents of silks and linens and other things shredded and spilt about. You see the silhouette of a body strewn on the river embankment.
Oh my gosh, that's silk.
Yeah, let's not worry about the
gonna
dead body
go,
whatsoever.
Split over to closer to the body, but looking around.
Give me investigation as you get closer.
How tattered is the silk? My body, maybe?
Give me investigation.
The 4. I deserve that. Investigation plus
I
1.
investigate the
5.
5. Okay.
11.
So which
11?
one do I roll for investigation?
Right.
Are you going towards the riverboat?
I'm going
Can,
towards
can
the
you,
boat.
can you help
Okay.
me out? Like I'll go with
give
you
me
to investigate the
investigation.
body, and I'll help.
So
D20 and then add your investigation modifier.
He's heading over there too.
Did you go investigate the body or the boat?
The body.
stay in the thing. Okay. Where do I go for that bonus? Same place?
Same stack,
Take
same stack of skills.
And they're alphabetical.
So with my bonus, it's a 12.
12. Okay.
I'm already with him, so I'll help investigate.
Okay. Give me an investigation check as well.
Picks up silk and disintegrates.
What did you get?
16.
16. Okay. So as Merryweather and Goth, you guys head towards the boat. You watch as Pia heads over to the rumpled, kind of crumpled linen and silk piles to investigate those. You then watch as Foxglove heads over towards the body strewn on the embankment. As the two of you make it onto the riverboat, there's a couple things that you notice. You immediately see small, muddy footprints, three-toed muddy footprints that have gone back and forth along and in and out of the riverboat. The riverboat itself looks like it suffered significant damage.
You're welcome.
You can see burn marks and scorch marks. You can see arrows. As the two of you notice the arrows, give me a history check, if you would, please.
Another.
Oh, and if you have a white mark next to it, you're proficient in it, so that means you roll 2 dice instead of 1.
Wait.
No, we're doing 2024 rules. That's a homebrew rule.
2024.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, we're just doing 2024 rules.
Oh, so you said a history check?
Yeah, the white mark on this sheet normally means you add your proficiency, and we used to have a rule that also gave you advantage.
You did give us
okay.
you did give us some homebrew rules. The gambler's luck.
Correct.
15.
And
Yeah.
cantrips are bonus actions. That's it.
15.
You still
Oh,
said
and max
potion.
damage.
And you
max
said picking a
damage.
potion is bonus action, but it's max if you take it as an action.
Correct.
So I'm glad you rolled high.
I got 15.
I got
15.
a 3.
Okay. Well, you don't recognize the notches and the fletching on the arrows. You do. They are they're goblin arrows. You immediately recognize that they have a tribal marking.
The goblinoid doesn't recognize the goblin arrow.
You've been hanging out with us too long.
Yeah. You see the sign of a spider and then 3 notches next to the spider. You don't know the clan name, but you recognize the goblin markings.
3.
And the site appears fresh to you. The two of you, there's obviously a lot of missing crates and barrels. You could see the outer ring where they would be setting, the crates where they would be setting.
Mhm.
The 3 or 4 broken crates out at the front of the riverboat look to be more maybe they broke them open just to see what was in there. So some got left behind, but most look like they might have been carried off. As you examine the body, you notice that there's a lot of muddy footprints around it. And there's definitely a heavy track of about a dozen different sets of goblin footprints leading off towards the direction of the beginning of the tree line. The person is human male, short brown hair. They appear to be dead. Give me a medicine check as you examine the body more thoroughly.
Can I investigate
Okay.
the crates? Well,
Well, that's kind of what you guys are doing.
okay.
So that's part, because she's also investigating the crates on the outside of the
Fine.
boat while she's trying. It's not
Well, you
salvageable.
can't throw it because you said it
Yeah.
disintegrated in your hands.
Well, I got
But we also
powder.
haven't gotten to your narrative yet.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right, I'm gonna take this off. It's bothering my head.
There. You're supposed to be a
Makes for a
barbarian anyways.
long.
What are you doing wearing armor, sir?
What did I have you roll? Medicine. There are 3 arrow wounds on their side, so they definitely fell to arrows. You see that their backpack is turned out, their belt is off to the side with the belt pouches turned out as well. They've been pretty much thoroughly picked over. However, something was missed because at the wrist of the person, you could see a copper chain with a small key attached to it, and there's a bit of a cuff of the shirt was kind of gathered around it, so they might have missed it. You take it off and pop it in your bag. Well, it's more like
It's a shield.
It's a belt.
You put it in your extra dimensional Looney Tune pouch.
No, I think it'd be funnier if she just. I think it'd be funnier if she just shot it as a 3-pointer to the backpack on me.
Yeah. Except I know what a loot whore she is, so I know that's not going to happen. You could wear it as a necklace with the little key kind of dangling there. Yeah.
We're
After
small, not that small.
as the silk kind of was exposed to both the weather and salt and water, it just kind of falls apart in your hands.
I can't even blow my nose on it.
What's your passive perception?
My passive is 13.
13. As these two come off the riverboat to
Mhm.
start investigating and kicking around the other crates, see if there's anything else of value, you hear a voice coming from the direction of the tree line. But it sounds like it's multiple voices talking to each other. Like you can hear just like every now and then the breeze swirls and you catch a little glimpse of a goblinoid voice kind of, give me that, it's not yours. Or check this crate out. You know, like they're bickering over something.
Who's the closest one to me right now?
Who? What do you mean who? Of them? I would say probably Foxglove would be the closest one to you.
All right. I raced over to Foxglove. Without explaining anything, I grab her hand and I try to pull her towards the tree line.
You race over, you grab her. As you grab her, you know, you can hear the clanking of the necklace that she has on. The two of you start making your way towards the tree line. You two give me investigation rolls as you search the remaining boxes on the river embankment.
Oh, that is a dirty 20.
Nice.
I got 21.
Nice. So most of the other boxes have been ripped open, their contents dumped. Most of the contents are,
Technically rolled a nat 20 because I got a 20.
which will matter when combat happens.
Yeah.
The two of you notice a lot of foodstuffs were dumped out, broken ceramics, odds and ends of things that clearly whoever did this didn't want these things. However, in one of the crates, the two of you find a false bottom in the crate. And as you kind of bring out the plank of the false bottom, a small, like, little leather bag tumbles out. And you can hear, like, the ringing of coin in the bag.
Shiny.
It seems you found someone's coin stash.
I want to look for a box that he would go to.
You're already with her.
Oh.
She's dragging you over to the tree
I'm
line,
dragging
remember?
you over to the tree.
No, she's dragging
Sure,
you
she's
over.
You.
You're dragging me over to it. That's fine. But I want to find a spot.
Hold the bag with the coin.
But-
Oh, look what we found.
Are you guys being stealthy at all?
She's
she
talking, and I'm
able
just
to
coming.
tell?
Yeah. So as the two of you drift away while they're kind of looking through the crates, you're about 100 feet away from the river's edge
Mhm.
where they are. You get to the edge of the tree line, and you can see two shadow silhouettes of figures in the tree line. They're each holding spears and leaning up against it. There's a small bag on the ground, and they're kind of kicking at it and arguing over its contents. The goblin on the right, with a shock of like orange hair and like bright yellow teeth and these huge red eyes, kind of leering at the other goblin. I told you, that's mine, it's not yours. And the other goblin goes, I don't know why you always got to argue. You know, when you steal something, it doesn't automatically make it yours. It's mine because I had it. I'm not saying it's because I stole it. And they seem to be bickering over the contents of the bag.
What was in the bag of the coin bag that we
the
found?
chaos that
hold
my
on.
blood.
Okay.
I'm going to look at Pia and go, oh, no. In there.
I don't want what's in the bag.
Kill them then.
Okay, but I really.
Now I'm trying to be quiet.
You can give me stealth checks if you're kind of whispering at each other at the edge of the tree
Oh,
line.
goody! I'm terrible at stealth too.
So, remember the
13?
backup character? That's why we have them.
Oh, God. What'd you get?
13.
13?
I have a +2.
Remember, I mean, you're level 1.
That's
so
true.
these are level 1 rolls.
With my disadvantage.
Yeah, that's... Why? What are you wearing with disadvantage?
I am wearing armor.
Oh, that's right. Like heavy armor, right? Or medium armor?
I am wearing chainmail.
Yeah. Medium armor. All the little things to keep us safe. So we suppose.
I did not choose to be stealthy.
You continue to bicker. They haven't noticed you yet.
We both got a 13. Woo!
Ba-la-la-la-la.
Boom! Now I should start making sounds.
See any other?
Give me a perception check as you look beyond them and deeper into the wooded area.
You know what? Instead of flying back over there to
19.
gain the attention of our
You
companion,
can see a flicker of light. It looks to be like maybe someone started a campfire. And that's when you kind of look over the edge of the tree line and you can see wisps of smoke. And now you can pick up other people talking, but further into the tree line. These are probably guards stationed here just to keep an eye and a lookout.
And we're within view of the boat.
About 100 feet. Yeah, you can still see both Merryweather and Goth kind of picking through the last of the stuff. Merryweather's sitting on the ground, counting something that she found. They're visual that you can see them, but they're busy.
instead of going back and
I'm
getting
gonna
them,
look at Pia and say, they're not going anywhere. Made camp. Let's go get them.
hold a second. I send. I cast 2 spells.
Okay.
One, I do dancing lights to swirl around them to get their attention, and then I message them this way.
Are you with the goblins or us?
I'm basically using dancing lights.
Yeah, but who are your targets?
This one. And
Okay,
Then this one.
good. You didn't say that.
Clarify,
You're like,
I was
you're casting on the goblins?
Absolutely. That chaotic.
What sounds like
It did. Right towards me, where you can put your dagger right through my heart.
If she's the one counting coins, what am I doing? Am I staying on the lookout?
You're still kind of investigating the boxes. Investigation can be tasks that take up to 15, 20 minutes to do, where perception's more of a quick glance of less than a minute.
So should I roll to see if I pick up on the dancing lights?
They're pretty specific, and your passive is good enough. Like, you immediately notice the dancing lights around you. You also, the both of you, as you count out 6 gold and 5 silver, you also notice the dancing lights, but you also pick up on Pia's message.
Okay.
And you can see, as you two look across the way, you can see both Foxglove and Pia on the edge of the forested area, and they seem to be like hunkered down behind a large rock that's right on the edge of it as well. And you can hear her in your minds, kind of this way, this way, this way.
Uppies. We gotta go get them. Uppies.
Literally just 2 fingers. Okay, little one.
I like a peanut butter jar.
And then after I put Merryweather on my shoulder, I equip my maul and I walk over.
Okay. Are you two being? Well, you're stealth by default. Give me a stealth check if you're
I'm
trying to be.
unarmored.
Well, give me a stealth check
Yeah,
if you're
'cause he's
trying
gonna
to be
go
stealthy. Otherwise, you just tromp on over.
You can make little farting noises in the mud.
Oh god.
What'd you get?
Oh, thank God for my dexterity. So I got a 12.
Okay.
And what does it mean if
Cannot
I'm
roll it.
proficient in that?
It means it automatically adds your proficiency modifier to it.
Yeah, it
Where would I?
It should already be on
It
there.
already adds it to it.
So my +2 is already added to my.
It's your dex plus 2.
So then it would be a 14.
Is it already on?
So what is your bonus for stealth say?
Your
+5.
This is your
Right.
dex
That's already added
3
plus
plus
D&D Beyond. That's
2
not
Yeah.
for 5.
Oh, okay.
So it automatically does
So
the
12.
calculations for you.
12.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That's why I
a good
like
explainer.
I am new, people. Don't yell at me.
It's a little squelchy on the way over, but you watch as Goth kind of like catches his squelches and slows down a bit and hunkers down behind the rock with the rest of you. And all 4 of you are kind of hunkered down. And now you can hear it and see it. As you two get over to where they are, you can see the 2 goblins holding spears and arguing over the contents of a bag that's on the ground. You also, Foxglove kind of points out that there's more of them further into the tree line.
My fingers are currently sparking with the desire to explode.
What do you guys want to do?
All right, I'm gonna pitch a plan. I want to discuss it with the whole party before we decide something.
Yeah, we're gonna scooch over to behind a bigger rock, apparently.
Behind some cover.
Well, you're currently behind a rock, like a large chunk of rock sticking out of the mud.
And it's big enough to cover me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So as long as we're fine.
here's
See ya.
apparently
She's not part of our party.
yeah. Where did this dog
That's
come
Tia currently, and then she's barking at her.
perfect noises? Okay, so it's just thought. But what if I throw the chaotic firebomby one into the air and see how many she gets?
She's
You
not
don't have to
bomb.
throw me. And it's not that actual, it's just single targets right now. I don't have fireball as much as I wanted.
But if I throw you high enough, and so far all we know is they have melee.
I don't have
weapons.
area damage
Oh.
yet. Soon.
This gamer console brain's kicking in.
Oh, I really, really want
Later.
to.
Yeah, I don't know what she's barking
Somebody
at.
dropped their keys. It was probably your receptionist.
Or it's the massage.
Yeah, probably.
Trust me, fireball is going to be the first exploding spell
close?
she can get. Well,
We
when she
could
can
use
get
the
it.
fairy
How
light
close are the
to lure
about your
away.
size.
To our current hiding spot?
They're only about 30 feet away from you.
And my walking distance is 30 feet.
Yeah.
So they're close, but they're bickering and they're going back and forth. It's kind of masking any noise that you're kind of making right now. They haven't noticed you yet. Every now and then they kind of stop talking, look in the direction of the riverboat, then go back to bickering over the contents of the bag.
I want to attempt a surprise attack on the 2 goblins bickering.
Okay.
I will try and do that.
Okay. The one on the left or the one on the right? Which one are you targeting?
I'll go for the left.
I'll go to the right.
Okay.
And I will blow up the one that lives.
Okay. What are you doing?
I have no choice. I'm on his shoulder.
Oh, that's true.
He has to roll
So, it's like as you're on his shoulder and you're
choice because we are planning this, so you could fail.
No, that's no fun. I'll just be on his shoulder.
you're like the two of you poke your heads out to see the one goblin on. You're going for the one on the left, right?
Yeah.
And her and Pia are kind of focused on the one on the right. Foxglove kind of. So you guys have surprised them. So you get a surprise action. So what do you want your surprise action to be?
Question.
Firebolt for you. Okay.
2d6 plus 3. Is the plus 3 just added on to whatever I roll?
Correct.
Because I'm using them all. That's what I'm reading.
Okay.
Okay.
But you still have to hit.
Right.
That's your damage indicator.
I'm going to attempt to hit the goblin in the head with the maul.
Okay. So you're going to rush out, get in the base with it, and then bring that maul down as fast as you can. So this will all be simultaneous. You're doing firebolt on the one on the right.
I might have to retcon something because it says I can't use flight if I'm wearing
Heavy armor because
medium
they're
or heavy armor. So I may have to switch to like
Leather.
studded leather.
Yeah. You can switch to studded leather.
it is a fairy thing, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. It makes
Sorry, I
sense.
was just looking at
No,
the
it's
line.
fine. It's fine. I get it. Totally get it.
We'll get you some mithril soon, don't worry.
Yeah.
Some expensive mithril that
I
costs
mean, I have
100,000
I'm pretty
gold.
sure I have traveler's clothes.
That's true. Clothes is not mithril.
But it's not. It's not.
God, put
considered-
away your dirty pajamas.
Apparently, I didn't add that because that was part of my mercenary bonus.
That's fine. You can have it later.
That's gonna be one of our goals of this campaign. Get this
So
one
I'm just a
mithril
naked
armor.
bugbear walking around in the woods.
You better have your armor on. Or are you?
I'm unarmored.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
He's
you're
just
you're
furry.
charging out with your maul.
Mhm.
You're using firebolt on the one on the right. What are you doing?
I am charging in with the warhammer.
Okay. And you're on his shoulder,
Guiding bolt.
guiding bolt. Okay. Is it a dex save or a range attack for you?
It's an attack,
Go for it.
unfortunately.
Yep. Give me with advantage because you have
Ooh.
surprise.
That's what I need. I need
Yep. Advantage because you have surprise.
Wait, no, I want to do the long sword. No,
Get anything special for 2 10s?
Yeah, that's critical hit.
Really?
That's gambler's luck.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a critical hit with your firebolt. Go ahead and roll for your maul. Roll
How many
d20
do
with
I roll?
advantage. So roll 2d20. Take the higher of the two rolls.
I thought it was just 220s.
And who's using guiding bolt? You're using guiding bolt. That's range attack as well, correct? Okay, give me.
You said the higher of the two?
Yep.
18
Okay.
plus.
So 2D.
Your attack bonus on your maul.
Plus 5, so 23.
Yep, that'll hit.
And then
16
what,
plus
so when
4,
does
so
the
30,
2d6 come into effect for the bludgeoning?
What's that?
When does the 2d6?
Yeah, super damn.
Yeah, when I ask you to roll damage. So, since you two are in the lead on the one to the right, hey, Disaster Tour, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. So, as you two are further ahead, and you're on his shoulder, he just. Are you being loud with your attack, though?
I am not screaming, no.
Okay, so you're like open mouth, silent screaming as you just kind of silently charge in to the midst of the two goblins.
You were crunk with your own theme
They
song.
give it, you know how, you ever seen those football players where they kind of just do the
Yeah,
tiny thing and they're
yeah.
really low?
Yeah.
I'm doing that barbarian sludge
Gotcha.
all quiet with the maul ready to
Go ahead and roll your damage die because you definitely strike the first one.
And then I had 3, so I rolled a 9.
Okay. As he strikes it like into the shoulder and head area, you hit it as well. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I only get 2.
So 14.
14.
What'd you roll?
I rolled.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry,
I rolled,
plus,
I rolled a 6.
What'd you
but
roll to hit, Foxglove?
I rolled a 6 plus.
25.
That's right.
Plus, I get 3 for.
Actually,
bludgeoning
altogether would
'cause
be-
I have
It'd be
proficiency
18.
in martial,
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
rolled a 9.
Pia and Foxglove, roll your damage if you would, please.
2 9s.
Nice. 18.
That's almost max damage. Woo!
You do two-handed, that's the other one, right?
Yes. That's the second one.
What does topple?
Because if you're one-handed, it's
That's the
half
weapon
damage,
mastery
and
effect,
Okay, yeah, my maul has topple.
which does what?
I
Should
have,
tell you on the character sheet.
it just says topple.
Okay. I think that allows you to push someone back
And
or
I-
knock them
Use
prone.
your
Let me
character
check
sheet.
my phone.
And I
There we go.
You do push?
push.
Okay.
I hit the creature with the warhammer. You can push the creature up to 10 feet straight away from you.
Somehow, this lucky precision engagement goes off perfectly. Just as you two collide with the goblin on the left and they collide with the goblin on the right. Did you roll damage?
8.
8. Okay.
And you got
They
about
are
14 or 18.
Quickly and silently brought down. The one on the left being crushed by the maul and your guiding bolt strike. The one on the right being fire bolted and brought down by the longsword. They, in surprise, they look like they reach for their spears to react, and they're just brought down to the ground, dead, spilling onto the ground, with the leather bag opened up between them. You guys kind of hold your breath for a second, and you could hear the other goblins deeper in the forest line chattering and kind of talking still, arguing. You can even hear a gruff voice just kind of, listen, you lot, get busy, get it sorted so we can get out of here before any of the guards or any of the patrols come along. We only got so much time. And they're kind of ordering, and you can hear crates being opened. It's a busy sound. It seems to have muffled whatever you guys just did. They don't seem to take an interest.
I felt like I was having a moment. I felt like I had a moment. Like touch the spears, shock the goblins.
Gather up the leather sack, tie it off, and kind of like tie it off to the belt on Goth's waist. It's a mixture of coin and jewelry and kind of other items that are in there, but it would take time to sort through it. So you kind of tie it off onto Goth's belt. Are you guys approaching the camp?
Right.
Everyone give me stealth checks if you would, please.
So I'm no longer at disadvantage for.
You don't have disadvantage either.
I got a natty 20.
For a total of
23.
23. Okay.
16.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
Not
Well,
that much.
Go ahead and
It's a little like, we're fairies. It makes sense a little bit. We're flying.
Oh no.
Hmm.
Oh no.
You guys are surprised?
Yeah, no, not at all. I'm sorry.
That little bit right there, that looks a little familiar. I don't know why, but it's terrifying me for some reason. Something fleshy is coming to mind.
there's always something fleshy coming to your mind.
No, I don't have constant Elder 4, just most of the time.
Yep, put it out there. I had one out for you. I had this one out, but since that one's got a maul, I
Where
had
do we
this
want
one
it
out.
to come from?
Do you have another fairy? I only had 2 fairies so
I
far.
do. Here you go.
Thank you.
Which way are we coming from?
So you guys will be coming from
Where's
this
the fingers?
direction over here.
Oh, then
Okay, well,
put us all
Because this is the tree line, so this would have you guys coming into this direction of the dead tree.
the sack has
Where's Foxglove?
jewels and
Come on, turn here.
jewels and coins in it.
Mixture of jewelry and coins. Yes.
Jewelry. Okay.
Get this new. Still working on fine tuning this new camera, and I'm not liking it. I think I'm going to replace it.
is it just not staying focused?
No, it's a manual focus.
Oh.
It's supposed to be easier for me to use, but I thought I had preset it, and now the presets don't stick either. So I'm like, I'm not liking it. It's a much sharper picture when I get it to work, but it is super touchy.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Wow. When I tested it, it worked fine, and now it sucks.
Always have to have the goblins.
It's a little bit better. Okay.
He did select his masteries, right? He said he had one, but I'm not seeing it on here. Him, because like usually when like
God.
on the characters that I chose masteries for, there's a little star next to the weapon.
Yeah,
I don't see it on his thing. So did he pick his weapon
I
mastery?
don't think he did.
Okay, so that's something that
Why not? He should have. He sat with us in the 0 session. I'm pretty sure he did.
I just know that when you have a like it's like an
He
item-
does. He has one called. He just named it.
Oh, it's
It's next to his
topple.
weapon.
Okay, so
Top-
that's the thing. Okay, that's what the weapon has. But
Right.
if you don't have the mastery, you don't have the ability because that comes in your features. It shows you what the
Did you check his features?
Well, that's what I'm looking on here. I've already looked through it. It
Yeah.
doesn't have any of his.
Oh,
So I
You
don't
have-
think.
we can't change.
Yeah, we can't change his.
right. Well, when he gets back, we'll ask him.
Because that's just attached to the weapon as a kind of a note.
Okay.
But like, if you have the mastery, you can do that. But I need more fingers.
fingers, pointy fingers. They're on the table.
Oh,
Yeah, you have your purple pointy finger. I'd like the blue pointy finger.
So, as you guys begin to approach the tree line, coming
I think it's
away,
appropriate. I have the red one.
coming away from the edge of the beginning of the tree line, offered you up a bit of cover. As you ride on his shoulder, and the two of you are kind of stealthily kind of flying in front of him to get as close as you can to the edge of some of the felled trees and some cover that's there. You can see a rock, like a flat rock with 3 goblin heads. Yeah, they're kind of they look to be talking to each other, kind of arguing and bickering over things. You can see a dead tree that's quite large in front of them, giving you that little bit of cover, allowing the two of you to fly up towards the branches. But then from behind you, you hear somebody trip. You hear a stone and then a clank of metal. As you two are hiding in the bramble of the tree, 3 goblin heads turn to look. And as they look in that direction, one of them goes, I think I heard something. We should go check it out. And you watch as they begin to walk out of the edge of the rock in your direction. They haven't seen you two yet. But they seem to be focused on the space that Goth is in, as if they heard something behind you.
Note about your character. You might want to check. I don't think you chose your masteries because usually when you choose your masteries, it has a little star next to the weapon.
It should be in your class features.
So make sure to do that. So, boom, bing, crash, smash, boom, boom, boom. Yes. Okay. I exploded.
On which one?
There's
What weapons are they wearing?
A, B, or
They seem to have short bows on their back. They each carry a short sword in their hand. They kind of have intense looks on their faces as they're beginning to flank either side of the rock. So they're kind of, one is coming around this way, one is coming around this way, and one is beginning to kind of scurry up on top of the rock. Get the feeling that they're just kind of coming in this direction to kind of see if they can see what's going on.
And there isn't like just a random powder kegling.
A random powder keg?
I've been playing too many video games.
And a little too many Baldur's Gate 3.
No,
Barrels of detonation.
Anyways, I'm gonna hit the one that's climbing up on the rock just because I think it'd be funnier to make him fall over after trying to
Okay.
climb up.
So you're focused on that one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the trip, they're aware. They're not surprised.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
Okay.
I have triple advantage on initiative.
Yeah, you say that, but
If you want that, all you have to do is be a Harrington swashbuckler. My
30,
goodness.
20.
13.
Nice.
I am a Harrington swashbuckler fairy, first level.
Is there a plus?
Oh yeah, we're all first level. We'll do some
Initiative?
quick character.
I have a +3 to initiative, plus 13, so 16. Is that how that works?
Wait, I
You
think
have a plus 3 initiative?
it should be at the top. I think.
16, yeah. So it's 13.
And then, oh my god. Okay, so I just
All
made her
right.
initiative.
So Foxglove, you got a 20.
That's beautiful. Figures would be higher.
Dirty 20.
These would be plus whatever.
Goth has a
I rolled a 16.
16.
13.
13 for Pia.
What's your bonus?
Well, initiative was +2, and then I picked it up. So 19, 20, 21.
21 for Merriweather.
Of course, as soon as I drop it. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
Merriweather, the three goblins are approaching. You're up first with Foxglove on deck. What do you do?
Dang it. I did not think. My brain.
doesn't have masteries yet.
I would like to light the fuse that he's currently wearing on him for some reason.
Hmm?
I said I want
Doesn't have
to.
masteries with barbarian.
That's weird.
Doesn't show it.
Huh. That's interesting.
Let me make sure I didn't turn off. Well, I can't check it right now, unfortunately.
So
check
the
it later.
one that's basically the. How far would you say the one on the rock is? It's like,
I would say from you, it's about 25 feet.
okay, then I'm gonna go Sacred Flame.
Go ahead. Okay.
He needs to make a dex save.
I swear to
And
God,
that's a
man.
base thing
It is
that another
all
rogue had
comical.
without even being connected to a campaign. So, you know.
What'd you drop?
Bumped my microphone,
Oh no, not the
as
bubble.
usual. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. So what are you doing?
He needs Sacred Flame. He needs to make a dex
Dex
save.
save. That'll fail tremendously. Go ahead and roll damage.
Wow.
You hope.
Mr. Evil over here.
Pia brings out her French fries and snacks.
French fries of doom.
And snacks.
That's a 10 for damage.
How much?
That's a 10 for damage.
Ooh, nice. Watch as the what'd you use?
Sacred Flame.
Say your flame, and the radiant light strikes him in the chest. He tumbles off backwards with a yelp and collapses silently behind the rock.
Good job.
Still have your move and your bonus. Was that a bonus action cantrip?
That was a bonus action cantrip.
Yeah, you still have your action and your move.
I guess while we're at
Oh God, I forgot to change the names again.
I
I gotta hide this one. Hold on a minute. You
I'm
go ahead,
going
keep
to-
going.
Guiding Bolt, the next one.
Okay.
So let's see if I even hit.
Yeah, it should be over here. This
Um,
one should be Merriweather.
16 plus 4, so dirty 20. I would hope it hit. Most definitely. Unless it's like godlike and I don't know it.
Oh, it's definitely godlike. I
Yeah.
assure you.
Absolutely. Okay. So
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
One, so 6, 5. 1, 2, so 9, 14, 18.
18 points. Which one was this on?
The one that was coming around the rock on the left.
Okay.
I figured.
He immediately drops to the ground. What'd you hit him with?
That was Guiding Bolt.
Yeah. The radiant light cracking into his chest. He watches the armor flails away and he just drops silently to the ground.
I'm just kind of
You took out
nestling in
two?
on his
Nice.
shoulder, like, stay away from me. I will zap you off.
Delphish, your turn because you don't get a move because you're on
him.
Goth's shoulder.
Yes.
That will
Covered.
bring up Foxglove, who conveniently leaves as she was on deck.
As the best. That means we can plan. I think the plan is.
Getting her to sit in her seat, even with like Sebastian's not even here tonight, and she still gets up and
No,
leaves.
I thought he's here. He's here up the front.
Oh, Sebastian here?
Yeah.
I thought your mom took him home.
Mom took him.
Yeah.
Wait, oh.
He was
Wait, I
early.
thought
He was here earlier.
Okay, I didn't see her take him. That's why I thought he
Yeah.
was still.
No,
Okay.
he's home.
How close am I to the...
The one remaining, he is 5, 15, 20, 25 feet away.
Ah, I'm going to fly at him.
You're getting in the
with my
base?
Warhammer.
Base with him with your warhammer? Go
I'm
for it.
going to smash him with a hammer.
Smash him with a hammer.
Yes, I'm going to try to smash him with a hammer.
What'd you get?
15.
15 is their armor class. So that'll
Nice
just barely
one.
hit.
That's exciting.
Roll for damage.
After you drop Brian, you're
6.
6.
Nice.
Your warhammer kind of strikes him in the shoulder and the upper part of his like chest area, and he he uses his reaction. We're being attacked! We're being attacked! As he yells back into the camp. He's staggered by the blow, Do you have weapon mastery? And what does it do?
Push.
Is there a save?
You hit a creature with Warhammer, you can push the creature up to 10 feet freely.
Push
You
it back.
have large or smaller.
If you push back 10 feet away from you from the effect of the Warhammer. Some of them do, but I'm, you're more familiar. It's your weapon mastery, so I'd rather you guys memorize it than me. So that was your move and your action. You still have a bonus action.
Druid crap. Have some fun.
Oh yeah, we got bonus action for cantrips. Is that my fire?
Grow
is
them in
it-
his eyes. Grow
Bonus
them in his
action?
eyes.
Any cantrip is a bonus action.
Make him blind.
I know,
That's
I
been
have-
the
I
homebrew
have
rule for
spells,
years.
I have spells,
All
bonus
cantrips are
actions,
bonus
but I
actions.
have-
But I still can't cast 2 spells though. unless-
No, we're not. Well, this isn't a DC 20 table. That's Tuesday night.
Also, not until because I'm a sorcerer, I'll get that eventually, maybe.
Twin casting and all that fun stuff. Yeah. All right, that'll finish your turn,
Yeah,
Foxglove.
I'll remember to-
All right, the bad guys are up with Goth on deck. That's going to move back into base with you. That's going to
How dare you?
move 25 feet there, and this way, and that way. Use the dash action to get up to here. Dash to get up to here, and dash to get up to there.
They have ranged weapons?
Some do, yeah.
Thanks for telling
Move
him.
and dash.
We're all gonna die.
Move and dash.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
5 at once.
Dash. He's in range with his bow and his bow. Move and dash to get up there. Isn't it good?
We're all gonna die.
Please don't eat it all. Please. Let's see. There are 2 arrows coming at Foxglove. Oof. That is a 23 and a 17.
They're the purple.
Gonna be 9 points of piercing damage. As 2 arrows arc off in the distance, find Foxglove in front of the goblin.
I'm gonna die.
The others, all they can do is move and dash, so they're racing up towards where the guy yelled from. That'll finish his turn. Goth, you are up with Pia on deck.
You're up.
He looks lost.
That's fair. That's fair.
Ranged try to catch you.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I can't find it. Oh. So regale me what's happening. I know he just got
2 arrows. He
shot.
just got shot by 2 arrows, and a mass of about a dozen goblins are now swarming in your direction. Yeah, you killed a couple, not the dozen back in camp.
Yeah, we killed the 2 in front of the treasure, and we killed 2
Maybe
there.
just knock them down. As far as you know, they're dead.
Oh, I assumed they were dead. This would be a great opportunity
How do
for
I
a
check
fireball.
ranges for ranged
Wish
weapons?
I had that.
Ranged weapon. Which one?
It should be on your
10
printout.
feet, 30 feet.
Which weapon?
I have 4 javelins.
Range is 30 feet.
Oh, you got a very target-rich environment.
Yeah.
In front of you. Most things in front of you are within 30 feet. You can also move 30 feet and engage them with your maul if you want to.
Is there something close enough for that?
Oh yeah. There's the one in base with Foxglove. There's a group of them coming around this side of the rock. So you
I'm
can
gonna
go
move towards Foxglove and attempt to finish off that goblin.
Okay, in the side base with her. Go ahead and give me an attack roll with your maul.
So that's a D20 plus the 2 D6s.
Well, D20 to hit, so roll that first. You have advantage because you are flanking the target, so you can roll again, take the higher of the 2 rolls.
Much better. So 14 for hit.
Does that include your modifier?
Where would that be again?
Your action tab's down at the bottom where your weapons are. will be a modifier.
+5 from also 19.
19 will definitely hit. Roll for damage.
And then the +3, that's 8, so 11.
11 points of damage. As you come around Foxglove, your maul kind of like blocks out a little bit of sun and cracks the guy's skull wide open, and he collapses to the ground. The one she actually did back there, this guy only had just that many hit points.
Nice.
So you still have a bonus action if you want to use it.
I want to use my bonus action. The only bonus action I have is
Can you
that
do it?
would make sense is to go into a rage.
You
Would like
certainly.
to rage.
I'd like to rage.
I
like to
rage.
You could do. You can also do an offhanded attack, couldn't you? Or no, that's not his thing. It's a two-handed weapon.
My maul is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have an offhand weapon.
You definitely want to rush because that's your damage situation.
Yeah.
That minimizes your damage as you fight. Your bonus action raging, that's your move and your attack. I'll finish your turn. Merryweather. Oh, sorry, Pia.
Pia.
You are up with Merryweather on deck.
All right, so she's just gonna start grinning like a psychopath, and she starts to glow, an extra glowiness as she activates innate sorcery, giving her advantage on all her attack spells.
So that is-
Okay.
And she's going to. Which one looks really tough?
What's your passive perception?
My passive is 13, which
The one, the one in the very back with the axe. It's definitely a larger. No, the one back there.
okay.
The last one to kind of come running into the melee. And he's also got like dreadlocks and braids, and he's got like a skull necklace on, and he's wearing like kind of rusty chainmail armor, and he's got like war paint on his face, and he's got this like brutal look, and he's like he's trying to catch up with the rest of the pack. He looks the toughest.
All right, so I'm gonna try and do some stuff to this guy.
Well, he was furthest back.
Okay. 11 plus 6 for 17.
17 will just barely hit. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do this thing. Aw, 2 damage.
Points of damage.
Oh wait,
What'd you hit him with?
no, it's firebolt. Doesn't get
Firebolt?
I
Yeah.
thought it gets magic. No.
No.
It's cantrip.
Dang.
Yeah.
You watch as it sparks into his chainmail armor. He looks up and sees you and goes, he focuses in on you for sure.
I kind of bend over and do that like pixie laugh at him, and I start
Okay.
point.
Okay.
Can you move with us?
That was your bonus action. You still have a move and action, right?
The bonus section was to activate my advantage.
Gotcha. So that was your action?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to fly over to this one so I can hide behind her.
And you're the green one?
Yes. I'm going-
Technically,
Right.
we're both.
yeah, right there.
Okay.
I'm using them as meat shields.
Yes, hide behind the
Use it as
wounded one.
beat shields.
Yes.
Love it. Top of the second round, Merryweather, you are up with Foxglove on deck.
I'm going to drop off a shoulder, and I'm going to land next to you. And
She
I'm
needs to
going
be over here more.
That's true.
That's right.
You're on the shoulder.
Yep.
And who you land next to?
I'm going to land next to Fox,
Okay.
and I'm going to touch her and go cure wounds.
Okay.
Man, yeah. Let's see.
Ain't magic nice? It makes up for all our ills.
Yes, the haunted one's gonna heal you.
I just imagine like she's like, I'm going to heal you, touches you, and you feel like cold touch, like you might be dying a little bit inside, but somehow you feel better at the same time.
Yeah. It's just like watching a really, really good
So-
dark noir movie.
Because it's 2d8 plus 2, and I got 8 plus 6 plus 2, so that's 16.
Well, that's more than I have.
You're basically full health.
Congratulations!
Right back up to full health. So that was your move and your action. Anything you want to do for your bonus action?
I'm going to do the Sacred Flame to the one that's closest
And
by.
that's deck save?
Yes. I'm gonna
Say
do
the
it.
one in front of Goth?
Yes.
Or the one...
Actually, the one that's injured, that's got the dent
Yeah.
finish.
Well,
Yeah.
no, didn't I kill him?
No.
No, that was
Oh.
a different
You thought
one.
you did.
You,
You
but
got
you
to-
one-shotted him. He only had 11 hit points. That'll fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
It fails.
You had to make a deck save.
Oh, okay.
That is a 5.
5 points of damage. He is looking very rough. I'll finish your turn. Foxglove, you are up with the bad guys on deck. And there's a lot. Well, luckily, there's a brand new big target for the archers.
I would like to read.
Oh, okay. I would like to be a raging bitch.
Smite them.
Yeah,
Smite them.
rage with me. Ah!
Okay.
Adds a 4 radiant damage.
Okay. Is that concentration? Then it is not concentration. It doesn't say it.
So, do Wrathful Smite. Now it says the duration is a minute.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking they changed the smites.
They're bonus
because
actions now.
Not only are they bonus actions, but it's not saying that it ends once it's expended.
Correct.
You smite every time you hit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which
Yep.
is cool.
So it lasts. So
for
basically,
as long
in a
as
combat encounter, it's lasting up to 10
10
turns. Yeah,
Yeah.
10 turns.
Yeah.
Which
So,
we need to pay attention to rounds.
Well, no, is it concentration?
We're on round 2.
Then
Right.
that's not the case. Right.
So we need.
Concentration is the only one that cancels out. So for the next minute, you have Wrathful Smite active.
So I could have both of them and have both of them active at the same time.
Both of what active at the same time?
Yeah.
I have Divine Favor. I only have 2
Okay.
spells.
It's Divine Favor,
Divine
which
Favor
is
and
not
Wrathful
concentration.
And Wrathful Smite.
Wrathful Smite.
Neither which are concentration.
Right, but both have to consume a spell slot when you use them, correct?
You have
2
to.
spell slots.
You
Okay.
can use them both now. And
Which I
You
cancel
can't
their-
cast 2 spells.
Yes.
Right, but on my next turn, say do it now.
Yes, because they don't say concentration.
Ah.
She's only been playing this game, what, 15?
Hey,
16
there's
years?
And then they just changed the
New rules, sir.
Eh,
give her
whatever.
a little bit of leeway.
Whatever.
So I will do Wrathful Smite first.
Okay.
So the target takes an extra 1d6 necrotic damage from the attack, and
Okay.
must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition until the spell ends.
Okay.
At the
Ooh.
end of each of its turns, the frightened target repeats the save, ending
As long as you hit the target. Okay. So your action is to cast the spell.
No, it's a bonus action.
Bonus action. That's right. That's the rule change. Isn't that cool? You could actually do something now this first round.
Yeah.
Before you couldn't.
It's a second.
Oh, there was a lot of smites that were bonus action.
So I'm gonna
No.
do
No, that was the big change.
Well, those are the ones that I used.
All of the smites were actions.
all the smites for action.
Yeah.
You had to cast them the round before, and then it expended.
The only smite that mattered was the divine smite. That was the only one that didn't fall, under
Okay.
the action. But all the other ones were actions. In order for so it's much. There's a lot more for a paladin to do as a bonus action, especially at the lower levels now. So,
Okay.
all right, roll to hit.
So I'm casting Wrath,
Yep, Wrathful Smite.
and I'm hitting. I guess I have to move around this guy.
Who are you focusing on?
The one in front of him.
Okay. You kind of pivot around the raging bugbear to get closer to the goblin.
How does
But
he
he
look?
hasn't taken any damage yet.
He has to take it.
No.
He didn't-
No, he
No, he
killed
killed the other
one.
guy.
The other one
I
was
finished off the one that you
no.
hit.
The one that she started got pushed back 10 feet.
That's the one
okay.
I
The
hit
one
with.
that you killed was one shot. And then
Which is better.
I crushed his skull.
No, that's
No.
I
You
hit
hit the main guy.
this
Correct.
one.
that
Yeah.
one, and he's staggered. He's looking
Not
rough.
The one that's right in front of
Okay,
him.
that'll
Plus
definitely hit.
6.
Yep, 22 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And I did the Wrathful Smite, 6.
And then it's a wisdom save.
I'm gonna start landing on my
Wisdom save will fail.
Try it again. It's cocked.
9.
9 points of damage. He looks very rough, and he is currently frightened and pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
I'll finish your turn.
Unless I want to move, I'll fly up and kind of in the trees to cover. Are there trees within like?
These are the edge of the trees over here. So you guys are currently in an exposed area.
Oh, we're in like.
Yeah, it's like a It's not like a dense area
It's a
of forest.
clearing.
You came out of it, and there's like a slight clearing here, and there's felled trees and a couple trees around, but not one next to you.
And I will.
Okay. That'll finish your
But I'll
turn.
fly up.
Fly up, what, 10 feet?
10 feet.
I can manage.
Where you could get shot with arrows again,
Shot with arrows is done by everyone with swords.
and potentially me, because I am
You're gonna-
raging.
you're not- No, raging doesn't mean that you're going to shoot your target.
Yes. Yeah. Raging just means you do more damage
Oh.
and you get
And I take less damage.
yes.
And you have a strength bonus.
I think you have advantage on strength, right?
Saving.
Strength checks and saving throws.
Forgot I haven't ordered my new flight stand.
Gain
Gain
advantage on
advantage
strength
on-
chest and throw saving throws, +2 to melee
she's
damage with
purple.
strength weapons.
Yes, she's right in front of the
Resistance to
barbarian.
bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, and, but I can't concentrate or cast any spells,
Unless you're a wild magic barbarian. That's different.
which I'm not.
Great. All right, so you're hovering 10 feet up in the air, trying to stay out of the way. I'll finish your turn. The bad guys are up with Goth on deck. And whenever I say on deck, that means you
I'm
start
next.
planning.
Yeah.
And you can start planning if you want.
Planning for your next move.
I planned way ahead and then I forget what I'm going to do.
I'm going to say 2 more arrows coming at Goth this time. They have a bigger target to aim at. Geez, my archers are rolling really good. That is a dirty 20 and a 22 to hit Goth. I'm imagining those will hit you. What's your armor class, Goth?
15.
Okay, those will hit. That is 8
So-
points of piercing damage, but because you're raging, you only take 4 points of piercing damage.
Well, hold on.
I don't think it's gonna. It's a 20.
Yeah, it's a 20.
He hit you.
Well, what about the unarmored thing? Does that not
Taking
apply
account
anything?
into your armor class. Your armor class is 15. If they hit
Okay.
at 15 or higher, they hit you.
They hit you.
All right.
So you're down 4.
You are down 4 points.
3 of the goblins will get in the base with Goth.
It hits. Oh, no,
This one cannot move forward because of
can't
you.
go close to me.
But it doesn't have to run either because
No, but it can't move in your direction, so it's going to. These two are pull them out of the picture.
Yeah, it doesn't have to run away, but it can't go any
It's
closer.
going to come around the rock and get in the base with. Is that Pia?
no, I'm the green one.
Get
green one.
the base with Merryweather. Come up and over the rock in the base with Merryweather. No, I'll get a base with Pia. This one's going to. These two are going to stand side by side, and they're going to throw crude spears up at Foxglove. Foxglove, 2 spears.
They have disadvantage.
So the big guy who looks to be like he's like in charge of this group, like grabs spear off his back and he goes to throw it at you. The other guy bumps him as he's running by to throw his spear. So the other guy's spear goes tumbling over your head, and the other guy like gets bumped and releases his spear too early. And you watch as the other guy's like looking at his spear in his chest. I rolled a 1 and an 8. Yeah, I rolled shitty. So he's staggered. He's looking a little bit rough, and gets the spear out of his chest. He'll miss.
He looks at him and says,
3
"You
short
brute
swords
piss."
coming at you, sir. That is a 13, a 13, and unfortunately a natural 20.
Mhm.
We use max damage, so that's automatically 6 points plus a 1, so 7 plus 3 is 10 divided by 2, so you take 5 points of slashing damage.
Oh, I guess that one goblin should have taken 1 extra damage then. When I rolled the 2 10s.
I got one coming at you, Merryweather. That is an 18 plus 4 is a 22.
Ouch.
That is going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
One at you, Pia. That's a 3 plus 4 is a 7. That'll miss.
Mm-hmm.
That'll finish the bad guy's turn. Goth, you are up with Pia on deck.
Destroy them. Destroy them.
That's weird. It's like a dark entity just entered the room.
Oh no, it's a brightly lit entity in the room. right, Goth, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna drop my maul and equip my hand axes because I have 2-weapon fighting.
Okay,
And I'm going to hit 2 of the goblins in front of me.
go for it. Roll for your first attack.
I roll twice
What's
for
the
hit.
Oh, well, this is just your first strike. Roll for your first one.
Okay, so 17 for the first,
That'll definitely hit.
and then 14 for the second.
The second one will miss. First one will hit. Roll damage on the first one. Second one was your offhand bonus action strike. Your first one is your primary strike.
Because he's enraged, does he get more to the attack? I'm trying
Oh
to
yeah,
remember
you
that.
get a +2
You
for
get-
raging.
Yeah,
So that
so-
second one will hit.
So
So that's a 19 and a 16. Good.
doesn't
good
he also
catch.
get more damage for raging?
No, just
No.
bonus
Is it
damage.
changed?
Just bonus.
So
no, remember,
like-
we're level 1.
Yeah.
what about my miss? Do I roll for my miss
I'm
attack
so
too?
sorry.
You're not
Yes,
used
you're
to
gonna-
level 1.
Yeah, a
so-
lot of times people like to start at level 3 or 5. It's weird
Right.
to start
right.
well, and it's been a
But
long
you don't
time.
get your subclass now till
I'm
level
mad that
3
my
in
Yeah.
the new
attack's
rules.
gonna miss.
So
no, your
it's a
second
lot more
attack
fun to
hits
start
too.
level 1 because
Oh,
of
okay.
weapon mastery and all these extra things that you get. You
Mhm.
kind of have a lot more flavor at lower levels finally.
Yeah.
So
I hated level 1 starts because there's
So-
nothing for you guys to do. But
So for
Kill
my
rat.
first attack, I rolled a 2. However, it gets +3 plus another 2, so it's 7.
what's the other 2 for?
I have because I'm raging.
Raging's to hit, not
To hit,
damage.
no.
Well, I get anything.
Unless you have a
I get
feat.
+2 melee damage with strength weapons.
Okay.
My hand axe is like pretty sure count.
But I think that's already calculated
Oh,
in
I'm
your.
sorry. I have a +5 hit on the hand axes, by the way. So that 14 was technically a 19, and the 17 was
Okay,
a
so
21.
yeah, that's the thing you got to remember to do. The dice is your raw roll,
Yeah.
and then you consult your character sheet and look for those modifiers to hit and for damage.
So
To
both,
hit,
So both attacks are hitting.
Yes.
correct.
Okay, so I have +2 to melee, and then the
So your
+3 for
weapon on
slashing.
the weapon on your chart
Mhm.
will already have the max modifier for damage.
Oh, okay.
So see where your axe is? You
Mhm.
see the bonus next to the die
The
roll?
+3.
So you roll the die and add a 3 to
So
it.
it's a 5 for the first one.
Okay.
And 8 for the second attack.
And we'll say you focus your offhand and your main strike on one of them and cleaving him through his shoulder and into his rib cage as he collapses dead onto the ground. So you still have your move if you want to move away, but that could trigger an attack of opportunity.
From everyone in the
Correct.
Can I attack again?
No, that was the end of your attack action, and that was the end of your bonus action as well.
Then you use the hot.
level
All you have
one,
left is your
get
move.
one.
And you don't have to move. I'm just reminding you it's an option.
I love this fruit roll. It's delicious.
Aren't they good?
Mm.
What was the she made another one that was good too last year. I think your mom had gotten a hold of a bunch of like berries or something, and she did a
Yeah.
berry one. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty yummy.
Mm. Mm.
Is he reading something?
I'm going to attempt to shove.
Can't
Did
do
I not
that.
attack 2
You
goblins?
already have your
Action
action and your bonus
Yeah.
action.
So during your encounter
Then I'm gonna
round,
move. I'm gonna move.
It might
If
take
you-
an opportunity attack if you move
Attack.
out of their range.
Two people.
Yes.
Mhm.
Do you want to move?
so during a combat encounter, there are 3 things you can always do. You can either move, you can either use your action, or you can use your bonus action. Your character sheet will kind of stipulate what you can do as an action, what you can do as a bonus action. The move is up to you to
Well, my
consume.
2-weapon fighting was an action.
Yeah. And
Well, your 2-weapon fighting allowed you to
To-
use your offhand
Right.
as a
Without
bonus action to make a second attack.
So you've already used both your action and
And your
all you
bonus
really
action.
have right now is just you can move or not move.
I'll
That's
just
it.
stay where.
Stay where you are.
Mhm.
Okay. That'll finish Goth's turn. Pia,
All right.
you are up. Then we'll be at the top of the 3rd round with Merryweather on deck.
Which ones look most close to death?
Actually, the one from Frightened looks a little rough. Everyone else hasn't quite been hit yet.
Okay, 'cause
Everyone
I thought
else-
this
Did I
was-
not hit 2 of them?
No, you hit one and killed him.
Oh, okay.
You focused your
I said I
strike.
was going to attack 2 of them at the same time.
Okay. I'll split the damage. That means
But I mean, I'll just stick with the killed one.
don't get too meta, Rachel. No, you know what? Stick with what he said.
Okay.
Come on, he said no.
No, he said he hit both of them with separate weapons. I'm okay
it's
with
on
that.
record that I
Yeah.
hit 2 with 2 weapons.
Yeah.
So
I thought I heard one, but he said 2, so we're gonna split that. So these 2 in front of him to the left look rough.
So all
The
three
one
of
with
those?
the fright, yeah, all 3 of those are the ones that have mostly taken damage. At this point.
Pia's gonna look at the guy who tried to attack her and laugh in his face, and then go. Blah, 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 blah. So there's gonna be.
Can you really Tommy gun him?
She's onomatopoeia. What do you
I know,
expect?
she's
Okay, so
psycho is what she is.
she's gonna have 3 darts explode, like out, like it's gonna enclose him around him and hit the other 3 behind.
Oh, I love that. A magic missile.
Yeah.
You're rolling for damage. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I got a 4, 3, and a 2.
4, 3, and a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going after 1 for each one?
It's gonna be 5, 4, and 3 because +1.
Right. 5, 4, and 3. The 5 drops this guy.
Okay.
Staggers this guy to the point where he's very rough.
Okay.
Then you're going after this one as
Yeah.
well?
Yeah.
He is staggered as well. He's looking bloodied and rough, but he's still on his feet.
Okay.
But the darts just kind of. He looks at the darts go around him. He looks back, drop. The other 2 like get pinged by the darts and fuck. You're not going good. There's a lot of dead goblins. You get the feeling he's like questioning his existence right
She
now.
has the biggest psycho smile, and her electric eyes are glowing.
Give me an
purple.
intimidation roll.
Intimidation. That's how. 18 plus
I'm gonna put him under the fright.
4 for 22.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's currently frightened at the beginning of his next turn. Or until the beginning of your next turn. All right, Merryweather, you are up top of the 3rd round with Foxglove on deck.
So
I love how the whole battle's taking place in like the corner of the
I
The rest of the
hell.
camp. Hey, if they didn't move in, I was going to set the tents on fire.
Fair.
But they started moving in, so what can I say?
the poor, scared looking, frightened one that's right in front of me.
Yeah.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame.
That's going to be a 3 plus 1 is a 4. That'll fail. Roll for damage.
That's unfortunate.
For the goblin, right?
Yeah.
That's
Definitely
an,
for the goblin.
that's an 8.
8. He's looking.
Please tell me
That's one in base with you.
Yes. And then
He's
I'm
looking.
going to-
He's looking rough.
I'm gonna do unarmed strike for my attack.
Go for it.
17 plus 12. I'm just gonna
That'll
go with
hit.
it. Yeah,
That'll hit. Roll damage.
I believe that is unarmed strike.
I think it's just your strength modifier, isn't it? If you're not
Yes.
trained in it.
it's Unarmed strike
I mean, if you're not a monk.
plus. Yeah.
Trained in it.
Well, you could also be a tavern brawler. So if you take the tavern brawler feat, you could have bonuses from that.
Not trained in it.
Well, tavern brawler doesn't mean you're trained. It means you're a drunken idiot who
You-
gambles.
You're,
and
you're
gets in
trained
fights.
in the art of using anything you want to defeat your enemies.
So your unarmed
strike.
your unarmed strike bonus should be in your weapons tab.
It should be. That's what I was like.
Should be
looking
under
at
actions, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be under action.
Should be the first one
But it
after
just says,
the stuff.
plus, okay, so,
What's the number in there?
unarmed strike roll.
1 plus your strength modifier, bludgeoning damage. You should be the same as mine.
Yeah, so it's a. Well, mine says plus 2. And
So that means you do 2 points of damage.
2. Okay.
Yeah, because you don't roll for unarmed strike.
Right, you
it's
just-
just the modifier is what you do.
Okay. So basically 2.
Give him a nice crack on the nose at the same time.
See, that's what I was like. Is to make it.
Well, you get the bonus to hit, but there's no die roll for damage.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
the
just one.
number that they fill into your bracket for
Oh.
unarmed damage.
Also, if you're
There's
a
no die
leaning,
roll. The only
you
time
got
there's a
your
die
claws.
roll is if you're a monk.
So basically, I sacred flame to punch.
Yeah, so you're playing bip him like you did a nose. Instead of doing a boop, you went boop and then cracked him on the nose. He's still on his feet, but he's looking really rough.
The power of Christ compels you.
Leaves you your move.
I can't
I'm
look
gonna
scary on
die.
the ground, can I? No. No.
I'm
No.
going to die.
Probably.
Probably.
That's okay. Part of the game.
You know, yeah, I'll stay.
Maybe.
There. I can't move anywhere anyways. I'm stuck in the mud on the floor.
Okay.
So
That'll
I am
finish your
still
turn.
technically raging.
Foxglove, you're up with the bad guys on deck.
I will
Please, for the love of God, hit the one in front of me. Try to hit one of the ones in front of me.
So, folks, that's a good example of bad meta. Good meta is when you say do whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's good meta.
While you
But he's a
give them
console
baby
gamer,
eyes.
so we forgive him.
Okay,
You
I'm
gave them
gonna
baby
put
eyes.
down to next to him.
The frightened one
No, the bugbear.
The
landing right there.
And
Okay.
then I'm going to my hand back, lay on hands, and
Okay. You get 5 hit points back. And lay on hands is an action.
bonus action.
Nice.
And I'm going to hit.
one on the right or the left?
Which one has more damage?
Now the staggered one that's frightened.
This one I damaged. He's in trouble.
They're staggered. Can they still hit? Can they still?
Yeah, it's just a description of their condition.
The one that's not. One that's not frightened. I'm going to hit that one.
Okay. The right or left? The one in base with you? Okay.
Yeah. Behind me, that's closer to you.
Okay. Go for it.
Because you said that one was staggered too.
Looking rough, yeah.
Okay. 11 plus 6.
17 will hit. Roll for damage.
Ooh, 7 plus 2.
He will
plus
drop dead to the
4.
ground, yeah.
That's my action, my bonus action, and for the rest of my move,
Splat.
I'm going to fly back down.
If you do, that'll trigger attack of opportunity. 2 attacks, actually.
Okay.
Well, this one's
I'll
frightened
go
of her, isn't it?
down.
Isn't
The
this one frightened?
No, you can. Just has disadvantage.
Mm, sure.
Okay. If I'm 5 foot step away from them, whatever, I'll stay there.
Okay. Yes, if you slide around away from the other
I mean,
one,
you
it triggers
can
attack of
always-
opportunity. So I always make sure our first session has a combat in it because I love to see you guys shake off the cobwebs with your new characters. It's lots of fun.
I have no cobwebs. This is my first game.
Okay,
have
your,
major
your
cobwebs.
ancient cobwebs. So the bad guys are up. They are rethinking their plans.
Actually, I would suggest, since you're new, you would be like Bambi, try and take his first steps.
No, the 2 archers are gonna, they got a big target. They're gonna keep focusing on the bugbear. That is gonna be a 17 and a 12. The 17 will hit. That is gonna be 6 points of piercing damage.
Half
Half
it.
to 3 because you are raging. 3 points of piercing.
And because of the fact that you're getting hit, you also still keep raging.
Also attacking does that.
Yeah.
You've got 1 sword strike coming at you. That is 16 to hit.
Thank you.
That is 4 points of slashing damage. You have a sword strike coming at you, God. That is a 12. That'll miss.
I'm raging, so I only take 2.
I do remember you saying that.
The one that Pia frightened will actually attack Merryweather instead. Roll a natural 1, and he'll drop his sword on the ground by accident, and it shatters as his short sword is no longer functional. He'll bonus action draw his dagger. The other guy's coming at you, Merryweather. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
I have 17.
All right.
Nice,
That'll
easy.
bounce off your armor.
And that is why I use everyone else as a meat shield, because I have 12 armor class and 8 hit points.
Big boss is going to run into base.
Know your
with
strengths, everybody.
Fox
How dare
gloves.
he? How dare
This
he?
one's going to pull out another spear and throw it at. You have half cover.
Okay.
Going to throw it at you. So that's +2 to your armor class.
Cool.
That's going to be an 18 + 4, 22.
Wow. I mean, obviously I dodged that.
5 points of piercing.
Ouch, I'm almost dead. Yay!
Welcome to the club.
I know.
Welcome
Where-
to level 1.
Come on, guys. My proper meat shield.
Did the big guy attack you yet? He ran up to that was his move. Action. He's going to use cleave. Of course, he's got to hit you. 13 to hit. That'll miss. Bonus action, offhand strike with his dagger, which is he doesn't get his bonus for damage, but that's going to miss as well. So that'll finish the big guy's move. They all shot. They are going to.
I know the one in
Get
front of me
closer.
hasn't moved.
Get closer. The frightened one is in base. They don't want to move. He threw a spear, so he still has his move. He's going to get closer into tents.
What about the one in front of me to the right? To your right?
Yeah,
I
he
know.
took a swing at you, but he's not going to move. He
Okay.
doesn't want to trigger attack of opportunity. Okay, that'll finish the bad guy's turn. Goth, you are up with Pia on deck. I know you were. Now that I like.
Is it my turn again?
Yes, Goth, you are up with Pia on deck.
Hmm.
I'm gonna Pia.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm Pia. Boom. Lord, it's 9:20 already.
All right, I'm gonna go with.
Well, I know. Did that.
I'm
on
gonna go with
purpose,
2-weapon fighting again.
Okay. So when you 2-weapon fight, your main attack is your action.
Right.
Your offhand attack is your bonus action.
So my main attack, I'm gonna hit the one that's directly in front of me.
Okay, go for it. I like your optimism. I love how he does silent math.
I'm sorry, I'm confused.
It's 5 plus.
Whatever you roll on your dice, and you add it to
Your weapon modifier.
modifier.
Your weapon attack modifier, which is a +5.
It's an 11.
That'll miss, unfortunately. The goblin kind of leans. Well,
You're still raging
Oh,
too.
plus
You're
two.
2 plus 2.
So that's a 13.
13 will still miss as well, unfortunately.
What-
Their armor class is a 15.
Yeah.
All right, and then your offhand.
Now your offhand strike. Same guy?
No, so my offhand strike, I'm throwing the other axe at the big one coming at her.
Okay, love it.
I rolled an 18
Yeah,
plus
roll
5, that's
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Damage him.
So that is a 6 plus 2, so 9 points of damage.
Nice. You watch as the axe like goes right by you and causes your wings to kind of like flutter a bit from the compression. And you watch as the axe sticks the guy right in the shoulder. The wound splits open and blood's now pouring down the front of his chainmail. You still have your move if you decide to move. You don't have to, but you could if you want to.
Yes,
Mm,
which is terrifying.
No, it's only. Oh yeah, it is too. Because there's a guy behind you as well.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay, that will finish your turn. Pia, you're up with Merryweather on deck at the top of the 4th round.
Right. So if I attack the guys right next to me, it's disadvantaged with a range attack, correct?
Yeah, because you're in base.
But
Unless you have
since
Warcaster.
I have that thing activated that gives me advantage, so it's straight roll.
Regular roll. Yep.
Cool. So I'm gonna hit it with the firebolts.
Okay.
Actually, since the one is frightened of me, I'm actually gonna hit the one that's attacking her.
Okay, go for it. Jesus. Boom, boom.
12.
12 plus 6.
18 will hit. Roll for damage.
Damage.
These level 1 modifiers, man. You guys are kind of rolling meh, but these +6s and +4s and +5s,
I rolled decent.
killing me.
I rolled decently for my stats, and I
Yeah.
put the highest
Oh, I
one
know, it was
on my
there,
highest
remember?
thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Just
That's a
good
sweet.
mid-tier rolls.
Sweet file.
3 fire damage. Blasts him in the chest. He's looking rough, but he's still on his feet. Anything else you want to do?
That was my action. Bonus action. I don't think there's any other bonus actions I could do aside from,
But you have cantrips. You should always have a.
Well, that is my cantrip.
All right, but that's not an action.
That's not
Cantrips are never actions. They're only ever bonus
So,
actions.
but because it's okay, so I can cast it twice then.
No.
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 So what you're looking at is you're
Mhm.
looking at the fact that it says action on the spell or the cantrip.
Mhm.
It's not an action.
What
It's a bonus action.
What I'm saying is, my cantrips, my firebolt is a cantrip,
But you just did that.
which
is
would be a bonus,
Bonus
action.
Correct.
So,
You still have your action and your move.
okay. So I can't cast another spell unless.
No, you can cast a spell. You've already casted a cantrip. Remember,
Ah.
it's either or.
One that's not-
Either one spell, one cantrip, or one cantrip, one spell.
Right. Okay. Then I can use my second, my first, my magic missile.
Which is what you did last time.
Yes.
Okay.
That's because I'm like,
Just don't roll poorly this time.
well, no, that's just damage dice.
Yeah.
I mean, they automatically hit. That's
Yeah.
the beauty of
All
magic
sixes,
missile.
all sixes, all sixes.
There's
D4s.
D4s.
Oh,
Yes, I want
All fours,
D6s. Come
all
on.
fours.
I would like to mess.
I cast illusion on the people in reality to make them D6s.
Okay, who's the most damaged peoples?
They're all looking rough. They're all, I mean, even with the axe sticking out of the shoulder of the guy leading the pack of goblins, he's even looking a little bit rough.
Okay, the one to my left, the one to my right, and the one that tried to hit me.
Okay, so the one to your left
Mhm.
is this one here.
Yep.
Go for it.
4 plus 1,
Or he
5.
drops dead to the ground.
That's a 1 plus 1 for 2.
Yeah, it hits him, but he's still in the fight.
Okay, and the other guy is another 1 plus 2.
It hits him, he's still in the fight as well.
I'm really cherry picking that boss guy.
Yeah, you should. I mean, he's there. I
Yeah.
mean, he's the most dangerous one in the pack right now.
And that's it for my
I'll
spell.
finish Pia's turn, top of the 4th round. Merryweather, you are up with Foxglove on deck.
So we're going to do.
And see, the more you watch other people do their encounters, the more you start picking up on their modifiers, how they do spell versus melee versus everything else.
If only I had tripped.
You guys would have had a lot more advantages at the edge of the camp. That is true, but that's the way the rolls are.
We didn't pick them up.
That's the way the rolls
Sacred
are.
Flame, the first one?
Sacred Flame, the first one. Deck save.
Yes.
Which one are you going after?
The one that's frightened.
In front of you?
Yes. He's the one that.
Is that a disadvantage with ranged spell attacks?
Yes.
No, that
No, it's
a save, not a.
it's a
Oh, that's right.
dexterity
Save.
save.
Thank
So.
you. Oh, that'll fail. Roll for damage.
That's why I like Sacred Flame, even though it does less damage.
a 7.
Because I don't always
You
trust
will
my
drop
rolls,
Dead on the ground as well.
which was well, I was
And
so excited about
then
this new thing
To
about
that
giving myself
leader
advantage.
that's over there, because he's about what? Like, it's 120 feet anyway, so I'm just
Yeah.
guiding bolt.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Well. Okay, I like that much more. So 18 plus 4, so like 22.
22.
Yeah, 22.
That'll definitely hit.
That's a 6. 3. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16
Points of damage.
points of damage.
Guiding bolt at level 1. Out of spell slot though, right?
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, it drops dead to the
I
ground.
think Claire
No, I
gets
wait for the furthest one. That was the leader looking one.
No,
The-
this is I thought this is the leader.
is that
Yeah.
the leader looking?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I would.
That was it.
The
Yeah.
one.
So which one did you go after?
No, that I guess that was him because I wanted to hit the one
Yeah.
that looked. Yeah, he's
So
dead.
he drops dead to the ground.
Woo! And
All
I
the
was-
remaining
Take it back.
goblins are just like,
Babe.
oh shit! They're like, they just watch the guy drop, and now they're looking a little bit hesitant. They're looking kind of like they could bolt. Get the feeling that they might start bolting.
we take over their camp. We are
All
now
right.
the bandits.
So that was your action and your bonus action.
All
You
I've
still
got
have
to
your
move.
move.
I got no one behind. I'm gonna crawl on his back.
All right. Use your movement. You get back on
That's
his
me.
shoulder.
That's me.
It's
That's
okay.
me.
It's okay.
Back up on his shoulder, so you're in base with him.
Just
back up on his
licking the mud
shoulder.
off.
Foxglove, you're up with the bad guys on deck.
I'm gonna ask which camera.
It's oh god, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically like $100 manual focus camera. I like the clarity once you find the sharpness, but the problem is every time I set it up for a battle mat, it automatically falls out of focus, and you got to refocus it, and it can. But I like the sharpness of it. I like the wide angle of it, but I miss the automated features. But for the price, for $105, it kind of does the job. So
Give and
I'm
take.
gonna test this one out for a while and see if I can find its sweet spot. And if I can't find the sweet spot, I'll probably switch to another camera. But thank you for asking.
The
Appreciate
one
that.
in front of me that's not right.
The one in front of you that's not frightened. Gotcha. The one. Okay, go for it.
And hit him. Ooh, but first I'm gonna cast Divine favor
Okay.
as well.
And you've been rolling your damage for your wrathful smite.
But we forgot to have them roll for their
Frightened effect. Yes, you got to remind me.
So we're going to try and hit him.
Okay.
16 plus 6.
22.
And for all of my damage.
Yeah, rocks fail. Thank you for that. The challenge I have is I have a Voodoo HDMI card, so I need to make sure any camera I get, I want it to have like a fixed HDMI port. And a lot of the conference cameras on eBay are USB port cameras, and I really don't want to use a converter like I did before. They always fail.
14.
They'll hit.
No.
That was the points.
Damage.
That was the damage? Holy shit. Yeah, that'll drop him. You only have 6 hit points left.
Woohoo!
As he drops dead onto the ground. But I will take a look at eBay. You're right. I should look at eBay.
Bonus action in my action, and
Now you have your move.
but I'm in bonus with so I was
You're in
I'm in bonus
base.
phase.
Yeah, you're in boner with him.
Bonus with him.
All right, that'll finish your turn. Go ahead and take your attack of opportunity. This one is going to run from you. What'd you get? Yeah, that's going to miss. So he's going to move.
Plus 11, right?
He's going to move
11.
and dash. That's there. This guy is going to move over here. And he's going to pull out his short bow and take a plink at Goth. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Oh no, oh.
That's going to be 5 points of piercing, halved to 2. Let's see.
The tank is doing his job.
Good job,
I am the target.
Do
This
it!
guy is going to move his 25 feet over this tree. This guy's going to move.
I kind of like the idea that I know it's not true, but I kind of imagine us being so small that they don't notice us. We're just like balls of light flying around you.
Got another arrow coming at you, God.
I know.
That's going to be a 9. That's going to miss as it sticks in the ground in front of you. The other one's got a bead on Merryweather. You're up on his shoulder. It's going to be a natural 1. You watch as his bowstring snaps and the U of the bow cracks and the bow falls to
That
the
is
ground.
twice now that enemies' weapons have
Yeah.
just have
Well, you know.
failed.
I like the
budget.
idea
Low
that
budget.
because of her
Always a low
background,
Yeah.
Low
The
budget.
speed-
Low budget.
Look at her.
Yeah.
they're looking at all the
Yeah,
weapons.
currently, as
just-
far as you guys can tell, there's only 3 left, and they're using the cover of the camp, and they're beginning
Well,
to.
so I can
they're
technically see.
beginning to bolt.
I don't know if you
I can still see those two, can't I?
Oh, yeah, you can still see them. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, in general, they're beginning to kind of bolt and use the camp for cover.
All right. So I'm gonna go with 2-weapon fight. However, I did
There's
say
no one in base with you.
No, but I have ranged attacks up to 120 feet.
With an axe?
No, I have 4 javelins.
Oh, yeah. You could.
So I'm going to put my single hand axe that I haven't thrown. I'm gonna sheath it in a quick
Now, so here's the thing.
yeah,
2-weapon fighting style
yes,
is a finesse balance.
okay.
So,
through.
You threw an axe.
yeah, last time you threw the axe.
Well, I had 2 hand axes.
Right, but javelins aren't finesse.
Okay,
So you only get 1 attack to throw it.
okay. Then I'm gonna take.
But don't forget, you can still move first.
I'm gonna move.
Remember, there's no order. You can choose to move whenever you want and use as much movement. As
I'm
you
gonna
want.
move as close as I can to the frightened one.
Merryweather goes with him.
Yeah, Merryweather has to go with me.
Yeah, she's on your.
Ah!
Okay.
Am I? So
Away from
how
the
much
building.
is how much? Am I close enough for a melee attack?
No, you're.
I
10
have
feet
a
away.
plus. I have a plus 5 foot range because I'm long limbed.
Ooh. Yes, your axe is just in range of the frightened guy. So if you want, you can just bring your instead of doing your javelin, just bring your axes down into him as he's running away from you.
I can still equip the javelin and use it as a soft hand. Can I not?
Javelin cannot be an offhand weapon
Okay,
because
then
it's
I
not
only have
finesse.
a single axe.
You can use your mace though and do more
No,
damage.
I dropped my maul.
Yeah, he dropped his maul when he
And I
went into a
can't,
rage.
I have to use an action to recover it, but
No.
it's way back there.
It would just be a bonus action to recover.
Well, it's technically by her.
Well,
Because that's where I dropped it on
yeah,
the
she's
ground.
currently
You could've picked
dragging
it up
it
before you
towards
walked.
you.
No, I didn't. So
Ooh.
I'm gonna use
Ooh.
I'm gonna use the hand axe as my main and an
Okay.
unarmed strike as my offhand.
Okay, go for it.
Do
Yeah.
it. Titans.
And I'm only hitting
The
the
frightened
frightened one.
Correct.
What is that?
It looks like you roll it again. Just
Okay.
Which meant it was a shitty roll.
No, he tried pulling it out and it
Oh, gotcha.
So
I couldn't see it under the microphone.
8 plus 5. This is gonna miss because they're 15, right?
Well, you're raging, so 8 plus 5 is
Plus
13,
2.
plus 2 is
So
15.
15. I
That'll,
barely hit.
that'll just barely hit. Yeah, roll for damage.
It's gonna be 5 points of damage.
Nice. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Yep,
Plus 3
5,
is
yep.
5.
And that's enough to split him in the spine, and he falls face down dead.
Roar at them. Frighten them all.
Can I still punch his corpse?
If you'd like to,
And
yeah.
send it flying as an intimidation
And
tactic?
as you do that, like as he's falling, you kind of punch him in the back of the head, and your fist goes right through his skull and out the front of his face. Give me an intimidation roll. See what that
This
does.
one?
Yeah, D20. And then add your bonus for intimidation.
It's a
Sorry.
6.
6.
Yeah.
They seem to like. Oh yeah, that's pretty badass. Too bad that didn't intimidate me.
Fairy comes up, smiles at them.
They're more focused on the fact that they're looking at you, just kind of like clobbering a corpse, and the other goblin goes, "It's not a very efficient way to use your remaining physicality. As you know, the more physicality you use, the more exhausted you become, and as you bead sweat, it mats the hair in your face, and you're less likely to see the things in."
Quiet, you little green fool! Ah!
Because I am still raging.
So that'll finish your turn. Pia, you're up with Merryweather on deck at the top of round 5.
Can I
there's
see
only,
any
there's only
no
2
more
left,
spells?
right?
There
There's
are
3 left.
3. There's 1 hiding amongst the tents, and the 2 hiding by the tree line over.
Can I see anybody clearly within 120 feet? I can
From
fly
back
up.
here,
I
the
can-
only one you can see is the one in front of the tree in front of God.
Okay, I'm going to move myself
Okay, where are you moving?
this way and up. I don't know how much I can move up if I go like right here.
Well, what's your movement?
30.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And then 5 feet up.
You can hover 5 feet up.
Give myself a little bit of sight.
Yeah.
And
Not advantage, but you have line of sight on.
I have advantage because of my spell.
Oh yeah,
thing.
your spell advantage. Yes, that would be
Yes,
different.
My thingy. Okay.
Advantage because of your thing.
So,
So can I-
technically, she can see the one over here now by the rock, right?
Correct.
And the one in between the tents.
Yes, because you move further up, so you can see all 3 of them. Now.
Okay, then I'm gonna go to the one in the tents and hopefully
Okay.
I don't know if he catches the tents on fire. I really want to catch them on fire. I don't know.
Let's not set the tents on fire. There might be stuff.
Oh, that's not good. 8 plus 6 for
8 plus 6 is a 14.
does it hit?
Nope, does
Damn.
not. So just barely miss.
Well, since that's a bonus action and I'm out of
Babies in the tent.
I'm out of spells, so I can't take an actual action. Yeah, unless I
Sure,
take
you can move, dash action, and you can disengage action. There's-
dodge action.
You can take the dodge action, which gives someone else disadvantage on you, right?
Bingo!
Okay.
I like that.
All right, that'll finish your turn. Merryweather, you are up with Foxglove on deck.
That's the one that tried to shoot me, so I'm gonna. So Sacred Flame, that one in between the tents.
Okay. Deck save?
Yes.
Technically, she's 8 feet or like 6 to 7 feet in the air because she's on my shoulder, ain't she?
Well, no. I mean, she doesn't get advantage from that. If
No.
she's flying like
Damn
10,
it.
15 feet up there, she'd get
Damn it.
she'd get line of sight advantage. That's going to be a 2 plus 1, a 3. That's going to fail. I swear to God, that Sacred Flame has been killing,
She's
man.
been the ace DPS this whole time.
Yeah. Crazy.
Very nice.
How much?
So that's it's just 7 because there's no.
Because we're
this is
magic
actually
folk.
the first time this one's been hit. And he's actually looking a little rough from it.
And
I wish I
I
had
have
more
no
spells with
other
magic
spell. I
resistance.
can't. He's not exactly close enough to
like
We'll
jump
take
off
the
the
dodge
shoulder.
action.
It will take the dodge. Action.
Okay. That'll finish. You're like dancing on
Let's
his
dodge
shoulders.
behind Goth's
Yeah.
head.
You put your hands on God's head and like move it in front of the weapon.
You ratatouille him.
Ratatouille him. All right, that'll finish your turn. Foxglove, you're up with the goblins on deck.
Am I close enough to get to the one between the tent?
What's your move?
30.
30 feet.
They're all fade. Their
5,
movement
10,
is all 30
15,
feet.
20, 25 feet. Get you a
Beautiful.
base.
Gonna try and
Guy, like, he's hiding behind the tents, like, getting another arrow knocked, getting ready.
My movement is also 30 feet.
All you got is surprise, mother.
What'd you get? A 4. He dodges underneath, and you hack into the tent. The tent pole splits, and the tent collapses
on
up to
him.
the side.
Yes.
No.
Bonus action?
Yeah, I don't-
I'm sure you
Sure,
do.
yeah.
You may just choose not to use them.
I drew a trap to try and blind.
Flowers.
That'll finish Foxglove's turn.
You drew
bad guys
funeral
are up.
flowers for him.
He's gonna panic and swing his short sword up at you. That's gonna be a 9 plus 4 is a 13. That'll miss. Goth,
Yeah, I just-
one arrow coming at you. So the other arrow broke. That's a 13 to hit.
I have 15.
So that'll miss. It'll arc over your shoulder.
I was gonna say I want to do the thing of where
This guy is going to
I
run
wanna
up to the
light the
junk
arrow.
pile, so he has half cover. He's going to pull a spear out of the junk pile as his bonus action, and then as his action, he's going to throw it at Goth. That is going to be a dirty 20 to hit. Ooh, that is max damage of 7, halved to 3 points of piercing damage.
So what are the
guys,
chances?
I'm running a bit haggard here.
what
I
are-
got 2 hope points left.
Ouch! Oh, I healed that one. Oh, there's another hole in me. And it's
Why
not
do I
the
look
kind
like
I use
Swiss
to pull
cheese?
out. Ouch.
I have not been pulling the arrows out.
Oh, that's great. You look like a
I'm
pincushion.
like a fucking
You
pincushion.
look like a pincushion.
And I'm
Pincushion
raging
tank.
while this is happening.
That'll finish the bad guy's turn. Goth, you're up. What would you like to do? You have your move, bonus action, and action. And in
So
no
in
particular
between them,
order.
am I? Can I close the distance
Yeah, the one to the right or the left?
in between them?
5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Get you there, and you're long limbed. So yeah, they're both in range.
Which one has damage?
They are both.
Both damage.
Actually, these are the archers.
Yeah, they haven't been damaged yet.
I don't
I
think.
didn't hit the
Yeah, I don't think these guys have been damaged
And
yet.
you gotta move. You gotta move Merryweather because
Oh, that's right. Merryweather Stairs.
Merryweather's still on my shoulder. Okay. Wow, this is working out really well for us, actually. Despite the fact that I'm full of holes.
Keep the healer with you, yeah.
Keep one of the healers, yes.
I'm not a
Who has
healer.
no more
Not
spells?
healer.
Well, you managed to heal me.
Yeah, my one shot.
Yeah, that's good.
You used all of your points.
All my points. All 5. That's it. That's all I get.
Okay, so I'm in between
Short rest
them.
or long rest?
I'm near the junk pile and the one that's at the junk pile. Oh god.
Because you have what, one axe left?
I can still do 2 weapon fighting with my axe and my unhand.
True.
You can do that to one and then turn and do it to the other one. Maybe
you're
you'll
long
take one
limbed.
out first.
But if I kill one in succession and then she sacred flames the other and manages to kill it,
Reach down to the junk pile and grab something out of it. Fashion.
Your passive perception is high enough. You can see a club. You can
does
see.
it count as an action?
No, it's a bonus action.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
But if
I'm
you
gonna,
do it as a bonus action,
You won't
it
get your
means you won't
second
be able to do 2 weapon fighting.
I'm just gonna
Or-
2 weapon fight and try to hit the one that's in the junk pile.
Okay, go for it.
I miss.
Aww.
What'd you roll?
Oops.
Okay. Bonus action with your offhand unarmed strike. You can still do that.
Yeah, 1.
Oh, a 1?
Uh-oh. Did he
So,
did he
with
punch himself?
that, you watch this goth, like,
well, I have. It's
it's a natural one.
It's a natural one.
It's a natural one.
Yeah.
Sorry. You watch as he swings with the axe, and the goblin ducks underneath.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
The first one was a 6. He's describing my first.
Yeah,
attack.
so the first attack swings with an axe, and the goblin freaks out and grabs a bucket, like holds it up to protect himself. Your second punch, your fist gets stuck in the bucket, and you like pull it back, and you're like, your fist is now like stuck in a bucket.
Does that count as a weapon if I get to attack next turn?
Improvised weapon. Absolutely. That'll finish your turn. Pia, you're up. And then we'll be at the top of the 6th round. I can't believe we made it to 6 rounds. That's amazing.
Wham.
Oh, wait, level 1. Of course we made it to 6 rounds.
And like 32
No, we're supposed to die in round 4.
2.
I mean, 32 bad guys.
If we win,
Well, now I'm like beginning to understand the problem here. It's all long math.
How much math?
this
calculating all the
Yeah,
much
it's
faster if I
the
had
abacus
rolled
over here.
shit.
The abacus over here.
Okay. I'm going to try and attack the guy again, but I'm going to flap a little bit higher so we can get a better... I missed, so I have to get a little higher so I can
Okay.
aim at him better.
Okay.
Mhm.
And that tent to his right
5
is
feet
technically
up.
collapsed because of her,
Mhm.
right?
So now your little wings are flitting as like hummingbird style.
17 plus 6.
That'll definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Excellent.
And what are you casting? Okay.
That's 8 damage.
So as you're in base with them, you feel this streak of almost like a laser beam of fiery heat just like part between your wings. And there's this little tiny pinhole in the middle of the goblin's head. His eyes cross in on themselves.
As
And
blood
he collapses
trickles down
dead
his
onto the ground.
forehead.
You turn your head and you see Pia going like this.
Ow.
See, if I did that to a helicopter, I'd go to jail.
Go do this at home, kids.
Lasers are for playing in your room.
Lasers are for messing with your cat.
Yeah, there's that too.
All right, I'm going to use the rest of my movement
Okay.
to
You've got 25 feet left.
move closer to these guys.
15, 20, 25. We'll put it right there.
I am looming over them.
Okay.
The sun is casting me in dark shadow, and all I hear is a maniacal laugh.
Give me an intimidation roll. I like sorcery shit. It's fun. Are you a warlock sorcerer? Is that what
No.
you are? What are you? Sorcerer?
Just a sorcerer,
Okay.
because I can't do anything else with that yet.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Dip
Okay,
in warlock later.
maybe. Okay, it's 8.
8. They seem distracted by you, but not necessarily frightened by you.
Okay.
But they're
Well.
distracted by her. Focus is kind of away from
Maybe.
her a little bit. So
So that'll finish your turn, Pia. Top of the round. Meriwether, you're up with Foxglove on deck.
They both look really bad right now, right?
No, they haven't been injured yet.
Oh, they have. Oh, okay, they haven't.
These
been
are the two archers that started at the back.
They look really bad.
God looks rough.
I'm
Yeah.
hurt. I'm hurt. I'm
God
still
definitely
holding.
looks rough.
I'm all right. But I'm sorry, those spells.
No. Spare the
Yeah.
dying.
I don't think that. Well, this the spare.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't help them.
Preemptively.
I'm assuming you're going to die. Here you go.
But
You and I
I-
like me.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guidance.
That doesn't do anything for your attacks, though.
No, it doesn't. It's only ability checks.
Well, not what meant for his next. Wasn't that
It's only ability checks.
only ability check?
Yep.
What guidance was?
It is the most overly used spell outside of combat.
Oh, okay.
You're thinking of bless?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're thinking of bless.
Bless. Dang
Which
it.
is a spell.
It
Which
just
is a
fell.
spell, and it's D4 for saves and attacks.
Bless is a guidance in battle.
Yeah, kind of. Because you also have to concentrate
What round
on
are
it.
we in?
Technically, guidance you have to
6.
concentrate on as well.
It's 2 halves of the same
So-
coin.
Sacred one.
Sacred one?
Yep.
The left one or the right one?
Let's go for the left one since he covered himself with a bucket.
That's a 6. Yeah, that'll fail. That Sacred Flame is hit every freaking time.
It's finished off 3 of
Like
them.
the archers were shooting with 19s and 18s, but dexterity saves.
At me.
Pissing. 4,
That's a 7.
7. Any bonuses? No,
No.
it's just
No,
7,
it's
right?
just magic.
There's
That's right.
it's
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
so
7
just
points.
7.
He takes the full brunt of it in his chest. These
Can-
flies bite!
I want to try to intimidate like the whole. It's like you don't want to do this anymore. You should just drop your weapon.
Give me an intimidation check.
Because I want to. It's like if that's a part of my whole thing, that is a natural 20.
He immediately drops his weapon. Because you're long limbed, you can make an attack of opportunity on him if you want to.
I will.
Okay, roll to hit. As he turns to run.
You don't want to be here anymore. You just want
What'd
to
you
get.
get?
happens.
6.
It
Yeah, he
happens.
turns, he runs. He'll use his reaction to move 25 feet away.
You just want to go. You don't want to be here anymore.
So that'll finish your turn?
Yes.
All right. Foxglove,
You
you're
might,
up.
you might report
with
to the other
the
goblins wherever they are.
Bad guys on deck.
One that I'm gonna step through the tent
5, 10
Body.
feet.
and try and see if I can see anyone.
You can see the guy running
Don't
towards
know
the
if I
tree
can
line.
get- He close enough?
He is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet away. You have 20 feet of movement.
Wait, because I'm a Holland one. Wait, doesn't that mean he tries to help us actually?
No, you were going for intimidation.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Not for pity.
Not for
Yeah,
pity, yeah.
not for pity.
Next time, go for pity.
Well, pity is when you're starving and you convince the merchant just to give you free.
That's true.
Javelin?
Yeah, he's in range of the javelin. Throw it.
No, with the javelin, I don't get the. Do I get or that's only melee?
What was the smite say? What kind of what kind of
Roll
does it?
takes an damage from the attack. It must succeed.
So anytime.
When after hitting a creature with a melee weapon or non strike.
There you go.
Guidance.
See the divine favor though. Your attack with weapons deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage. So the divine favor will still.
Correct.
Very nice.
As long as you hit him with the javelin. What'd you get?
9 plus 6. Oh, but that's
15. That's the armor class. So just hit. Roll for damage.
Oh,
Balls.
I rolled a 1
Aw.
on my. Oh, that's a d6. Sorry, I rolled a d6. Oh, that's better. 5.
Nice.
And then on my my divine.
I can confirm she rolled the wrong dice. To just have a second pair of eyes.
Even a wrong
That's
dice on a
6.
1, it still should be a 1. I'll let it go. 10 points of damage.
We're
You
going.
watch the javelin strike him in the back, and his face falls onto the ground, unmoving.
I'm gonna die from this one
I feel
goblin.
bad. Sorry.
You still have the rest of your move if you want to move closer to the fight.
Yeah, I'll move closer to the fight.
Okay, so another 20 feet. 10, 15, 20 feet will get you right there. As the fight is all kind of gathered underneath the tree at this point. The one remaining goblin. I'm going to make him make a charisma save. That will fail.
He defecates.
You already used your attack of opportunity, so he is going to move into the tree line and then dash into the tree line. So it disappears.
I got 120 feet. Can I get him?
He is in the thick of the grove.
Can I
This is
catch
a
the
clearing.
forest on fire?
Would you like to catch the forest
Why
on
are
fire?
you going to? Well, no. No. To help. No. No. If you,
Oh,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
right.
No, I'm sorry. If she likes the forest, I'm going to smash her with an axe and the bucket on my fist.
Do I have attack of opportunity too?
Yeah, she's on my shoulder.
No, because attack of opportunity is melee.
She still has melee.
I
She's
still have
within
melee.
range.
I
Yeah,
still
but I
have-
don't know if I consider you in base because you're on his shoulder.
But
Okay.
if I reach out and she climbs onto my fingertips,
That's,
Damn it.
yeah, that's not.
It's a tough call.
What weapon would you use?
I have a mace.
Yeah, you know what? Go for it. Because technically you could be on his shoulder and you'd run down towards the flat of his hand and then take a swipe at the guy as he runs away. Yeah, go for it. I mean, he'll leave bloody, but probably not dead.
18.
18 will hit. Roll for damage.
And what was? I just saw my mace.
Who's your deity?
I don't.
Who's your
remember.
dad? Who's your daddy?
Okay.
No bonus.
Nope.
I want to know who you call out to when you
That
do these
is
terrible
a
things.
5.
5 points of damage.
Yes.
In the name of who?
does the mace have knockback?
No.
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 No, she doesn't have a weapon mastery. So with that, you get a chunk of his shoulder. And he manages to get into the tree line, and you can see the bushes kind of and the undergrowth as he's gone. He just disappears into the thickness of the grove.
He's just chunky.
You look around, there are dead bodies everywhere. There's just gobbo bodies everywhere. And that's where we're going to finish tonight.
Come on.
We're going to finish. We'll roll the bodies next week. Although you're not here next week, are you?
I think we're all taking a break, aren't we?
Well, no, I know you're not here next week, but it'll be our first session with our parallel characters
Okay.
Yeah,
next
I'll
week.
be gone.
Okay, you'll be gone. What's up?
So we don't lose count of how many goblins there are.
One,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 died. 1 got away. Sorry, 14 died. 1 got away. Because there were the 2 that were patrolling the tree line.
That were bickering like
That were
idiots.
bickering over their stuff. Oh my god, that was so cool.
So Pia is from the Feywild, and they're crazy little bitches. Sorry, my language.
Oh yeah, really quick. Everyone introduce your character. Like, talk about your character that you made and what you're playing. Foxglove. We'll start with Foxglove.
So I made a fairy paladin. She has a noble background, and I will get her backstory written eventually.
Congratulations!
And not that many people can really see it because of her massive hair, but she does actually have oh my gosh, what are they called?
Circlets
Tiara
or tiara,
Circle-
circlet,
in her massive hair. It's purple and jeweled, very ornate.
and make sure it's purple.
It's purple. But
God,
so's her hair.
describe your character. What'd you make?
Obviously, because
Lean back. Lean back.
no.
Such a male thing, isn't it? Just a
Let me
Settle
describe
back.
my
To be-
life.
okay, no. So
let
to
me
be fair,
manspread and
To be-
mansplain for
to
you.
be fair, I am a very tall individual, and it
That
just
has
feels more
nothing to do with
comfortable.
equity. It's all about opportunity.
Equity pissed. Equity both of these, since I'm a 2-up now. I went with an 8-foot bugbear who the background is coming together. It's not written yet, but it technically was adopted by a mercenary clan of dwarves.
Nice. I love that. Pia?
Is psychotic.
Yes.
No kidding.
She is chaotic good, to be specific.
Chaos comes in all forms.
The good part is she doesn't hurt her
Oh, I forgot
allies. She
this.
never breaks her word. She's very fey like that. She doesn't lie.
Right.
She does like things to go boom. She's from the Feywild. She's got a lion-like tail that wags when she's exploding things.
I just realized being a bugbear, I count as like 3 different race forms.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm a humanoid, a goblinoid, and I have fey ancestry.
Yeah, with the way bugbears are designed. Yeah, they go there.
And my wings are like butterfly.
Anything else to add other than your psychotic nature and behavior?
She's attracted to anything magical. So, she's
That's
got
fair.
a childlike wonder about things.
That's fair.
And she gets wildly excited
Oh god.
about
so-
anything that comes to mind.
So I just
It
realized
doesn't lie
because-
and likes to blow things up.
because of my
Reminds
fey-
me of my days in the U.S. Marine Corps.
because of my fey ancestry, so she is attracted to anything of magical nature. Any small little hole they can go into, I can go into.
How?
It's in the characteristics.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because
You can
I'm a fey like them.
You
I
can
can
face
fit
them.
into anything that a small creature could fit into.
because you have face step technically. right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm also neutral good.
Yeah, I don't care about.
The
A lot
only
of
reason I
it doesn't mean
mentioned
shit
it is
to
because
me.
how crazy she is.
I
Yeah.
have seen shit.
Merryweather.
Yeah, I have seen shit in war. I have traveled.
Oh yeah, that's
because
right. You have trauma.
I
Yeah,
have
that's
trauma.
Right, your trauma.
I have a lot of trauma,
She
and
has a
it's,
1,000-yard stare.
yeah. I just kind of
We
wander off.
will-
I stay very
Well,
quiet.
describe what kind of character you're running.
I am a fae. I am also another fae. Just in the, like
Oh, yeah, sorcerer.
So yeah,
But-
yeah,
I am the cleric.
Okay,
I am
yes.
the surprising healer with my sacred flames.
yeah, yeah.
And also convincing Sarah to make everything run away because life is depressing.
Yeah.
I have a very, very damaged wing. You can definitely see that I have, because of my personality,
Yeah.
I've definitely seen things, and my I can't fly like they can.
I think you could fly.
Right.
It would be just difficult to do so.
No, she can't fly.
I can't
that was
fly.
that was built into her backstory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
she
the thing
can't
is
fly.
that
That's why she constantly.
That's why she's
rides on
gloomy
me.
and
Fair.
has to ride on the bugbear's
Yeah.
shoulder. Now, could you eventually come across someone with the ability to repair your wing? Maybe. But you've just kind of gotten using it. Maybe. You never
probably,
know.
but at the same
Possibly.
time, it's also kind of a there might be a reminder why I don't fix the wing.
I take
Yeah. So we get into the salty side of the back.
I take a leaf. I get some stitches.
So to imagine
I stitch
for
a
everyone
leaf
out
to your
there,
wing.
you have a bugbear with 3 fae, 1 on the shoulder, 2 flitting around.
Technically,
Wherever.
it's one fae.
Well, but you know,
Fae.
fae, winged fae. You know,
Fairy
winged
phase.
fae, fairy fae. But hey, everyone, thank you for coming out. Really appreciate it. This is our, cut our teeth on the new 2024 rules. We did 2 previous zero sessions. When we come back next Monday, Evan will be absent because he's got to go to a family event. But these 3 are going to work their parallel characters as part of the anthology, and they will be kicking off their first session. So whenever we're missing someone and we run an alternate session, that way the alternate characters can have their experience while the main characters are having the main story. So a lot of my other 8 tables, I run 10 tables a week, but my other 8 tables are currently using that, and they love it. It's all tied into the campaigns and stuff. So we'll be back here next Monday night to kick off that group, but we are using 2024 rules only. We're also using the expanded rules, which allows us to use Tasha. We're also using the Critical Role rules because they have cool backgrounds and they're fun to use. So we'll be back next Monday. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Be safe, be kind, and don't forget,
Don't explode.
play a game.
Oh,
Good night,
that too.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Spontaneous.